Hey guys, welcome to Lisa's Twitch channel, and today we're gonna shoot, I don't even know. Today we're just gonna have a chill time. We're gonna talk about some topics we got prepared for y'all, and you know what? Let's meet the members first. Oh, should I just say the name of the member? Okay, I'll just say the name. Aylin, you want to introduce yourself?
Who? Me?
Yeah, Aylin.
Oh, okay. I'm Aylin.
Oh, that's it? All right.
What do you want me to say? Like, name, major, school? Like, I don't know.
Maybe not school, in case we want to keep some details private, but
Okay. I'm Aylin. I'm out of school.
You could say your astrology sign.
I'm a Gemini.
You know it? What the
care. Oh, you don't know yours?
Wait, I know yours.
All right,
all right, next person. Lillian, would you like to go?
Okay, I'm Lillian. I'm working. Was it just astrology sign? Is that it?
Sure.
I'm a Libra.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
All right. Okay. Lisa, would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Lisa. Wait, I actually have no idea what I'm lost in life. I'm a Taurus.
Oh, I believe it's pronounced Taurus, but good try. And hey, you know me. It's your host, the bad boy himself. My name is Kyle. I think I'm a Libra too, because I think Lillian and my
you're a Libra.
Yeah. So I'm currently fun employed. I'm living in my parents' basement. I'm literally in the basement right now. But yes. Cool. Let's see how everyone's day was first. Lillian, we'll start with you. How was your day?
Let's see. I slept half the day pretty much until like 2, 3. Well, that's when I got up officially. I watched some Grey's Anatomy. I did a HIIT workout. It shows how out of shape I was. And then I saw some of my old coworkers for a little bit too. Yeah, that's it. That was my day. Oh, we were singing karaoke with them.
Dang. I saw your Snapchat story where you were in a car and you were filming someone else driving in a different car, and I was like, what the frick? Y'all wild or something?
Why you gotta bring that up? Yeah, it was just for fun, you gotta hype each other up in life.
Yeah, it was crazy. Aylin, how's your day?
Well, I slept at 5:30 a.m. and then I woke up at 2. So it was that kind of day. So I feel like when everyone or people usually ask me how your day was, I usually respond with oh, it's okay. That's my default response. Mm-hmm. I'll only say oh, it's good or great when it's the cashier at a grocery store or a barista asking, and how they always ask you how are you doing? And I'm like, oh, good. And then they're like, oh yeah. And then you have to say oh, what about you, right? Because they asked you how you're doing, so you're gonna have to ask them, right? And they always respond with fantastic, it's great. And I'm like, is everyone really doing fantastic? I personally don't think I'm doing that great, but
really, I never had it happen in the cashier. Usually I'm the one that's so was it a busy day today?
Oh, that's so awkward.
Will you talk with the cashiers?
Ooh, I would hate
if you want to talk to cashiers, you should go to Trader Joe's. They are always so talkative and down to talk. Especially the Ann Arbor Trader Joe's.
I always talk to them. I go to 7-Eleven, I go to Whole Foods.
Lillian, you're the kind of customer I would hate.
Oh my gosh, what the
I'm just trying to get through my day. I'm trying to get through these customers. I'm just trying to.
When I see my waxing person, we talk about our weeks, how it's been since I last saw her.
Wait, you're waxing person?
Yeah.
Okay, I feel that's different. If you go to a hairstylist and they're cutting your hair, you're gonna talk to them, right? I mean, not me, but maybe you guys.
Yo, check out.
But I just talk to the cashier because it makes them seem a little bit more human. Okay, they're not there to serve me.
Yeah, I mean that's true, but sometimes you can look at their face and you can tell they're just having a horrible
Oh,
day.
yeah.
And it's just like, do you really want to talk to them? Like, I don't know. Sometimes you might make them feel better by talking to them. But
Plus,
anyway, my day, besides that, I did go to Whole Foods and the person was like, "How are you doing today?" And I was like, "Good. How
Wow,
about
bougie,
you?"
going to
"Oh,
Whole Foods."
fantastic. You just said you went to Whole Foods, so by default you're calling yourself bougie. And then I came
That's
home.
fine.
And then I came home and I watched some YouTube and then played this amazing game called Tetris. Jstress dot, I don't know. There's like some sort of URL. I did a lot of Tetris recently, and then now I'm here. So
wait, didn't you say you like hated like playing Tetris or something like right before we started this?
I think I'm just so sick of playing. I think I played at least 24 hours this like break since I stopped working on the 23rd at least.
You know, you can
So.
stop. You don't
I
have
know,
to
but
play.
then it's like, I know, but then you're bored and you're like, oh, would I rather just sit here and be bored or would I just rather hate playing Tetris? Like,
Just like,
you know, sometimes you gotta decide.
You're like, you
I'm
know
just
what? I don't want to sit in boredom. I want to sit in like pain of just like hating this game. Let me just do this.
Okay, well, if you put it that way, that sounds like I'm torturing myself. But I mean, next person
You said it.
can share. I think Kyle is gonna share about his day now. Thank you for listening, guys.
No. Since I'm the quote unquote moderator, Lisa, would you like to go?
no. I'm just kidding. What did I do today? I woke up past noon, which is actually a little bit early for me because normally I wake up at like 2 or 3 p.m.
Wow.
No, let's not clap for that. That's not a good clapping thing.
Okay.
What did I do? I woke up. Kyle texted me. He was like, "Hey, can you make a Zoom for this meeting we have later?" And I was like, "Frick, we have a meeting today. You're right." I went to that meeting. It actually went pretty well. I thought it was a very productive meeting. And then what did I do after that? I ate early dinner, late lunch, first meal of the day at like 4 p.m.
Not bad, not bad.
And then in the evening, I had a spontaneous dinner with a friend. And
Oh,
then
nice.
now I'm here. I did not do anything today, honestly. Okay,
Oh, it's your
Kyle.
turn. I know you love sharing about your day.
Whoa, wait, we didn't get any like follow up for Lisa and her day. Like,
What follow up is there?
Okay.
Just go, Kyle. Stop
all
stalling.
right. So my day is pretty similar to your guys's. Like, I woke up at like 2 and like, wait, but
Am I the one who woke up the
year,
earliest? Wait, quick question. Did I wake up the earliest?
okay,
No,
I mean, you're the most responsible.
I woke up twice. So I woke up at 11 and I was like, you know what? I want to sleep some more. So I woke up at 1 and I was like, you know what? I want to sleep again. So then 2.
Well,
Nice.
Lisa, you're the oldest one here, and therefore the most responsible.
That is not
That's
how that
true.
works. Age is not a factor of responsibility.
Wait, I just want to say this for the viewer real quick. Like, the reason why we stayed up like, or we all woke up late is because we stayed up really late.
Yeah, that's
That's
true.
true.
We were like
When
4:30.
Yeah, we were literally just talking on like a Discord call. We all stayed up till like 4, and then we were like, okay, we're gonna call it a day. So that's why a lot of us woke up at 2 or around 2. I woke up like 1, but I was just laying in bed, just like either like playing games or listening to sad songs, my usual. But like, then I had the same meeting as Lisa, so I went to that. And then, oh, I also ate during that meeting too, because I like to eat during meetings. Like, as you can see from my mangoes, yeah, there you go. But like, then, oh, I was calling a friend. Shout out to my boy Lawrence. Yeah. Can't say the last name just in case, but like, yeah, shout out to my boy. We caught up and talked. But after that, it was pretty chill. I was just sitting watching TV with my brother, my dad, and then my mom too. Then, then I cut up a mango, and now I'm here.
I mean, Kyle, you were really good at cutting up mangoes. Every time I got mangoes, I always was like, Kyle, you have to
That's
cut up the mango.
true. Like, I'm kind of nice with it. Like,
You're never
One time-
gonna me up a mango.
Wait, Kyle made a
So
whole
one
video on how
time-
to cut a mango for you, right?
Yeah, no,
That's
I know
true.
he did that, but he did not cut a mango for me to eat.
Hey, but that's because I haven't perfected my mango cutting thing until like later on in our friendship. So it was already too late by then. Like, yeah,
It's just shaking her head. The best mango
Yeah.
cutter I know, my mom.
really. I gotta 1v1 me.
My
Lisa's
mom
mom,
can
if you're
100%
watching
do
this,
it faster, Kyle.
Lisa's mom, if you're watching this, 1v1 me.
Not watching
This mango cut against each other. Let's see who
Wait,
wins.
you could watch this later on. You don't know this,
could.
Lisa.
I think my mom is the best at cutting pineapple. And I'll say mangoes. I'll say pineapple for sure. Mango is just something she knows how to do.
Yeah, pineapple's kind of hard.
Wait, yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's really good at cutting pineapples, actually.
I think cutting like cantaloupe is kind of hard too.
Wait, my
Cantaloupe and
mom's pretty
honeydew.
good at that too. My dad's good
My
at
mom's
cutting up
really good at
coconut.
cutting up cantaloupe and pineapples.
Mm.
Yeah. All right,
Or
but
should
back
eat
onto the
cantaloupes
topic
anymore.
of what we were talking about. So I know the viewers, they want to know, like, why are we even doing this? Like, what's even going on? Like, do one of you guys want to explain?
I can try to explain and then you guys can fill in the details. Like, I think even since summer, like, we've been saying, like, oh, like, some of us here, like, at least, like, well, me, Lisa, Kyle, we were all in the same city, I guess, in the summer. We're all like, we could make some good, like, podcast, like, live stream content. Like, we'll talk and maybe people will be entertained. And then some people agreed. And then recently, a bunch of us were, like, playing games. And then someone said that me and Lillian would make some nice podcast content. And then the four of us talked yesterday. And then some of my friends from my workplace, they're like, oh, you guys could, have some interesting conversations. We'll listen to it. So I decided to make it like an Instagram poll, like for close friends only. Sorry guys, if you're not my close friends, so you didn't see it. If they were interested in some sort of podcast content, and 14 out of 15 people, so not that many, but I mean still a significant number, like said they'd be interested in listening to our podcast. So we got this idea and now we're doing it. So if you guys want to pop in and add in some stuff, but
Aylin,
I'm not that popular. That's why it's only 15.
I don't think I'm on your close friends list on Instagram.
No, you are definitely on my close friends
No,
list.
Haley, I don't think he is.
Because I made my
I am
Instagram
gonna-
like kind of recently, right? So
Yes, I am
think
pretty
I'm
sure.
on there. Because
Oh, you are not.
He's not, because one time I was
Yeah.
like, Kyle, did you see this thing Aylin posted? He goes, what thing? And I was like, it's on her private, like her close friends thing. He's like, I don't have it.
Well, I just added Kyle. Kyle's now on my close friends list on
No,
Instagram.
it's fine. It's not like we've been friends for years, and like it's not like we're still friends now. And like it's cool, it's whatever. I'm not hurt by it whatsoever. It's cool. It's just.
Oh wait, we should talk about how we all know each other now. Then, Kyle.
Well,
It's a good segue.
That was such a smooth transition. I just messed it up though.
That was
smooth.
cool.
Yeah, I
That
know.
was clean.
Oh wait, last thing though, I'm just gonna say every conversation of like, oh, I think it'd be you guys make a sick podcast or something like that. That's happened like after midnight, and like even last night too. We're like, it's like 3 a.m. We're like, yo, it'd be sick if we made like a podcast or something. Like, yo, you're a genius. It's like 3 a.m. We're like, yeah, it'd be so cool. But yeah, who would like to start about how they met everyone else?
All right. Well, I guess me and Lillian met in middle school. So first day, I don't know if you remember this. First day, 6th grade orchestra. I think we were even day orchestra, right?
Yeah. Did we sit next to
Even
each
day.
other? Is that what happened?
Yes, we sat next to each other. We shared the same stand, and I was sitting on the left.
Oh yeah, I
You were
remember.
sitting
I was on the right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. This is 6th grade, and Lillian back then was like really shy, didn't talk very much, and you were wearing like I would say like a cyan blue, like a
Dang,
t-shirt.
that's how you remember.
You don't remember what I wore.
I'm very good at remembering what people wore the first time I met them. Like Lisa, I remember what you wore, and
That's
I think
true.
Kyle remember what you wore.
Okay, you couldn't say that later, Ayla, when you describe how you met them.
Yes. So I've known Lillian since middle school in orchestra. And then I guess all four of us went to the same university. We are all in the same year. And then we also met because we all went to the same church. So that's how the four of us met. And me and Lisa were in the same small group our freshman year. And then Kyle just joins like our last day. And like our leader at that time was putting up pictures of our small group, like the
Throughout
times
the
we've had
year.
together and whatnot throughout the year. And he was like hanging them up and like telling like the members to like pick each one and share about like, oh, why this was our favorite memories and whatnot. And Kyle comes like last life group, and our leader was like, your first time at our last gathering. And then the leader goes, oh, you can take a picture too if you want. And Kyle's straight up like, no thanks, I'm good. So that's how I met Kyle. And Lisa I've known since literally like the second day of my freshman year.
Yeah. Oh wow, it's actually been a while. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while. And then how did you people meet?
Wait, Aylin, I think we need to add in a little detail of our friendship.
Okay, fine. Lillian likes to always bring it up. That I didn't like her in high school. Well, you know what? Everyone now knows I didn't like Lillian in high school. We went to the same high school, went to the same middle school, went to the same university. We weren't even friends middle school or high school. But now, somehow...
Wait, I thought we were friends in middle school. I thought we were friends.
No.
It was like
really... Okay, to be fair, you didn't have social media back then. You didn't have Facebook. You didn't have anything. So I feel like it was hard to like talk to you outside of school. But I do remember being in 7th grade English with you. We were in the same 7th grade English class.
We were also 9th grade bio together. We were in like bio. I forgot which year. It was a senior year Chinese class together.
Yes, we were. I think that's it. I don't think we had any other classes together.
I really liked Aylin personally. It's okay though. We became really good friends in college. That's all that matters now.
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta get that stand partner relationship. We'll say stand partners don't last forever, man. Come on.
Wait, we weren't officially stand partners. It was just first day. We just sat next to each other.
I think they just like told us to sit like there. I remember. So, well, how did you guys meet each other? I already know the story, but do our viewers want to know? Make it entertaining, I guess.
We have like we have 5 viewers. Wait.
I'm just checking to see how many viewers we have.
Oh, that's crazy.
I realized we have 4. Someone just left. Never mind.
Oh, nice.
We got called out. We're too boring for them.
Wait, let me explain though really quickly of like why I showed up the last day of that small group. We call them life groups too, so I might just use the name interchangeably. So my freshman year in college, that's all of our freshman years. And me, I was looking for like community and church and stuff, and like so I was checking out like a different like Christian organization, and I was going to them throughout the year. But like I went to I'll just drop the acronym HMCC for for like the services on Sundays. So in April, I remember the pastor, he got up there and he was like, you know, it's never too late to sign up for a life group. He said it just like that. And I was like, you know what, bro? You're right. Let me sign up right now, like middle of April. So I sign up. They put me in a life group. And I'm like, oh, shoot. Yeah, I'm finna just show up. Like, it's just like Bible study and whatnot. And I show up. And that's how I meet Aylin and Lisa.
Kyle, do you want to talk about how we met?
Yeah, I'll get to that. Yeah. Don't worry. So that's when I met them, and Loki, only Aylin remembers meeting me. Lisa doesn't remember meeting me whatsoever, and I'm not hurt by that at all.
That's not true. I remember meeting you. I just don't remember. I remember you saying my name's Kyle Koo, and then everything else that night I don't remember you participating in.
Okay, for more context, we were literally in the same small group, and I remember specific conversations that we had, and like. And Lisa's just like, nah, I don't remember you, fool.
I remember the one person. I remember the 2 other people that were in our tiny huddle group, and I just don't remember you being there.
Yeah, it's cool. Like,
and then I think we drove home together, and I don't remember that either.
Yeah, because we both lived on like North Campus. So like the our leader at the time, shout out to Phil, he drove us back. Yeah, and that's how I met Aylin and Lisa. But how I met Lillian.
Oh yes, I'm excited to hear your perspective on this.
Oh, I'm probably gonna tell the story that you might not like agree with. This is the first time we met because I
What
actually
do you
met her
mean?
at my home church.
Okay, that I don't agree. That's when the first time we met. Okay, fine, you can just tell it.
Really?
Go tell
Yeah,
it.
because at the time we both had like mutual friends, and these mutual friends knew each other well, and they came and I knew a guy, and he was at the church with me. Then Lillian's mutual friend was a girl, and she came to see the guy because they were friends, of course. And Lillian came along with her for some odd reason, I don't know. And then that's when me and Lillian met. When she was like I think you were still in high school too, right? You were in high school. Yeah, and I was like, oh hey, what's up? Like, nice to meet you. But it's really funny because do I want to? No, I probably won't say that.
Wait, what?
I don't know if you know that. No, I probably told you because, like, at the time, like, my friend, he was like, "Yo, you should like talk to this girl." I'm like, "What? No, I'm okay." Like, because
Okay, I don't think I knew this.
yeah.
Wow,
'Cause
life
at
could
this
have turned
point,
out so differently.
yeah. So I was like, "Oh shoot," and I was like, "No, I'm okay." So he was like really trying to get me to like talk to this person. I remember like shaking your hand or something, and the dude later on, he's like, "Oh, bro," I was like, "Chill." Yeah.
Well, in the end, it wasn't you who tried. It was someone else from your church who tried.
Yeah, that's. I apologize on behalf of Hmong guys everywhere. Just
He is a little thirsty. But I like
yeah.
to say what I think is the first time we met.
Oh, please go ahead. Go ahead.
So like one of my student orgs in college, we were having a skate night, and then the mutual friend, the girl mutual friend of ours, was visiting me, and she invited Kyle to come along. And this guy, we're like picking him up. He's like picking Pokemon Go. He goes to the car, like starts like shouting all this like I don't say like lingo, like what do you say? It's like trendy words to say.
Slang.
Oh my.
Momentary lapse of brain function. Yeah, just like the most like trendy slang at the time. He was just like spouting it out. Like I don't know. It was like back when people said like get or something like that. And then this guy comes to my skate night, doesn't skate at all, just walks on the bleachers.
Oh gosh.
And that was our interactions.
Wait. I need to explain some things. First, I don't know how to skate, so
You can
why would I?
Learned. They had walkers that you could
Oh,
use
there's
to like
no way
help your
Kyle would go with a walker.
Yeah,
Dude, Kyle would never ask for help or seek for help of any sort.
I'm gonna ignore that. But the second thing though, because if you knew me and my college experience, like my freshman year was a very lonely one, and like I didn't have a lot of like friends or like human interaction whatsoever. So like I'm not gonna lie to you, Lillian. Like the day like we were hanging out, oh I was so nervous. I was like, oh my goodness, like I don't know how to interact with people. So I was just saying like random things, and I was like, oh my goodness, and I felt so bad. I'm like, bro, I probably was like, I was like, oh, I was like, I should just stay home.
No, Kyle.
And then that year sophomore year, we ended up in the same small group. It was really funny because that was the only time I showed up late because I had a student org meeting that day. And this boy, apparently he enters that small group that day. And I was like, oh, thank God, Lillian's not here. And then I come in late around like 9 p.m. and I see him and he was like, oh, dang it.
Okay, I need to explain that too because that's one view of it. But from my perspective, I was like, oh, like I had like this really awkward first experience with this person. I would like a blank start in this group that I'm going to spend like the rest of the year with, right? So I walk in, I'm like, nice, I don't know anyone. This is perfect. And then Lillian walks in late. I'm like, oh no, for shame. And everyone's like, do you guys know each other? I was like, yeah. Oh, but also Aylin was also there that day, and Aylin actually remembered me from like the year before.
Dang.
Yeah.
Of
I'm like
course.
someone that didn't remember me, but
I'm feeling
I'm
targeted.
sure Lisa. Yeah. Lisa, how did you meet these two? Well, I guess me too. How did you meet us three?
Yeah. I mean, I met Aylin the second day of like the freshman year because we were in the same small group for Bible study. I remember it too because I was so excited that she was there because basically one of the only people I knew coming to college was this guy from my home church, and I was like, and she happened to go to the same high school as him, so I was like, oh, you went to this high school as well? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, do you know my friend? And she's like, oh, everyone knows your friend. And I was like,
Oh
what?
yeah,
And
I know your friend
it made me
too.
feel less lonely because I was like, oh my gosh, you know my friend. I have like a pseudo friend.
A pseudo
But I
friend?
think
Wait,
Aylin was
does
really
pseudo mean
freaked
fake
out.
friend?
I think Aylin was like, what is wrong with you?
I think that I was like, oh, everyone knows him.
Yeah, and then I met Lillian. It was
We met
probably
at
some
class
point,
night.
yeah, maybe class night. Some point freshman year when like our whole class got together. I actually don't know if I remember the first time meeting Lillian.
I thought it was class night.
Oh my gosh, it was class. I do remember now. I do remember. That was actually a not great night. Not because I met you, but because of other things.
Oh, I remember what happened after.
Oh,
We had our class night, and then because we wanted to go karaokeing, and then it was just a hot mess. I ended up in a room. It was like 10 people, all freshman guys. I was the only girl in that karaoke room, and I was like, okay, when can I leave? When's the earliest time I can leave? That was
I'm
really
so
awkward.
sorry.
No, it's okay. It's not Lillian's stuff happened, but like literally, at one point I was like, I think I should go. I literally didn't even about paying. I just slapped a 20 on the table. I was like, I'm gonna leave now. Bye.
I didn't know this. I felt so bad. I remember messaging later because I felt really bad. Because basically what happened was like karaoke rooms have a limit of how many people can join. And I want us all to be in the same room. And then some people invited too many people and they're like, oh, we could just split up. I'm like, what's the purpose of all going together if we're all gonna split up?
Yeah, it was not the greatest, but I met Lillian. That made it better. Yeah. It's funny.
Hey,
Lillian actually talked
to
about this.
pop in for a sec.
Yeah, go
Wait,
ahead.
what?
To pop in for a sec, we have a fan in the chat.
Do we
The
actually?
username is Steve Lee 5.
Wait, what is the chat?
No, our Twitch chat.
There's a live chat.
Oh,
Our Twitch
wow.
chat. There is we have a fan.
Wait,
Wow.
Steve Lee.
We actually have a fan watching.
Wow.
That's actually hilarious.
Does
Wow,
Steve
we
Lee
have
5 want to
fans.
ask us any questions? How do I donate?
No, please don't donate. We don't want
This
money.
is a
This is
nonprofit
the worst
organization.
conversation ever. Any proceeds will
I
go to
feel like-
charity. We're not taking money. Sorry.
Yo, we'll donate to charities.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, well,
Lisa,
that's
what
how you
were you
guys
saying?
met each other.
Wait, actually, though,
So,
Lily and I
Lisa, why
talked
don't
about this
we-
after. Because Lily and I, there was a lot of chances we almost met before college, actually.
Oh yeah.
Because one of Lillian's friends was getting baptized at my church, and she was there, and I just never even met her. And I was there too. I was sitting in the row behind her.
Wait, it's our mutual girlfriend.
Oh,
Yeah.
crazy. What?
It was the day of her baptism, and like we were both there. We just never introduced ourselves to each other.
Yeah, basically, like she literally sat in front of me, and I was talking to our friend Jimmy.
Yeah, and I remember Jimmy talking to this random girl behind me, and I was like, "Why? What's going on?" I was like, "Why is she here? We don't even know her."
Thanks, so welcoming.
No, I'm very introverted, so I was like, "There's no way I'm introducing myself to her. It seems exhausting."
And then we almost met at our Troy High prom.
Yeah. Wait, because someone almost asked me to go, but they didn't. So it doesn't matter. But I almost could have been there and met them all before college.
Wait, this is a
All right,
random thing?
Steve just said this is gold, but I don't know about that, Steve. I'm not sure if this is gold.
Well, you have a problem receiving any kind of compliment. And this is a random thing too. But you know that mutual friend that you talked about that like got baptized at the Lisa's church and stuff? Low-key, like one time, like I forgot to respond to her message, and I felt so bad. But now it's literally been years since I responded, and now I'm just like, oh, I actually feel terrible.
Kyle, you send her this link right now.
No, I can't.
Hey, she still has a good opinion of you because whenever you're on my stories, she's like, "Oh my God, Kyle."
I feel like a public apology isn't as sincere, so I'll probably like send one later, be like, hey, I know it's been a couple of years since I responded. But onto the topic of Lisa in a room with like 10 guys karaokeing, that could transition pretty smoothly to our other topic for the night.
It's a spicy topic. I feel like this would get people to listen more.
Can you announce our topic, please?
Yeah, but for everyone that doesn't know, like that's a very Lisa thing to happen. Just like
whoa, no, it's not. You're maligning my name.
So we're going to be talking about dating, and low-key, we don't have that much structure with the topic of dating. Like it could be like past dating, present dating. I don't know if you guys are, or maybe like dating advice or like your own opinions about dating. So yes,
I guess this is a very interesting topic that everyone wants to hear people talk about. So especially if you're from the church we went to in college, I'm sure your ears are exploding and your eyes are widened and you're like, I just want to know the juicy details and what you guys think. But
let's see, Steve Lee, I said skip dating, just marry. What do people think about this?
I 100% know.
Wait, no, Lisa, you have a saying.
No, tell us your opinion about this.
Okay. Let's say in the past year or so, the thing I've said the most to my friends is like, guys, I just want to skip the dating part. I just want to be married already. Because the thought of going through all of that just sounds exhausting. I just want to already have a husband, you know?
Yeah, but can you explain what got you to change your mind?
Wait, do any of you guys know? Aylin knows the reason. I think.
Wait, I don't think I know this. What?
So I was talking. Wait, Kyle was in the room and I was talking about this. I was like, I think I could even do an arranged marriage. Like, I think I could make it work with like 60% of Christian guys. Like, as long as they're Christian, I think, and they really want to work on it. Like, I think I could marry. I think I could make it work with about 60% of Christian guys. And somebody in the room was like, really? And so he's like, oh, there's this one show on Netflix called like, oh frick, what was it, Indian Matchmaking? And he's like, you should try watching it. And he's like, it's this matchmaker who tries to pair up couples, right? And I watched it, and some of these people, I was like, oh, no, I could not make it work out with 60% of people. This would not work out at all, actually. And then it made me rethink my position. I was like, I think maybe I should date first. And get to know somebody before marrying them.
All right, so if you're a Christian guy, please hit up Lisa.
Yeah, Milk and Jade, this is her channel.
Yeah.
Wait, I got a strict set of requirements.
Oh, can you name it?
Yeah, you want to go through your list? I feel your list is really interesting.
Oh, wait, should we guess her list? Do you guys know her list?
I'm gonna say right now, this is not like this is not really like physical looks or like even like personality things. These are like stupid things. It's not like, oh, he has to be 6 feet, or like, oh, I really want like, I don't know, a guy with, I don't know, I don't have a clue actually.
Blue eyes.
Yeah, blue eyes. It's not stuff like that. Or even like, oh, I want him to have a good sense of humor. No, these are stupid things. Okay.
Can you start naming them?
I'll say, how about this? One of my top ones has to be able to kill spiders. I cannot deal with a guy who can't kill spiders. If I marry a guy,
you can marry me. I can kill spiders.
That's fine. I just can't marry somebody who can't kill spiders because I can't kill spiders, and I just don't want to live in a house where we let all the spiders live in the corners because that's not going to work out.
Well, when I lived with Lisa last year, none of us, me, Lisa, and the two other people we live with, none of us could kill spiders properly. So we always just ask people who live near us to come over and kill our spiders for us.
I remember though, when I lived with Aylin for 2 years of college, and then I remember no one in the apartment except for me would kill. like any bugs, and there's stink bugs occasionally. And like they would like scream, and like I had a method. They were really intrigued by my method to get those stink bugs, especially when they're high. I'm really short. I'm like 5'1". I would like take a coat
You're
hanger. I
really
learned from
short.
my mom. Take a coat hanger. You get some really strong like duct tape or like just like masking tape, whatever it is, and then you like put it on like one part of the coat hanger, like the farther part, and then you take like the other side and you just stick it on them. And because it's sticky, they can't move, and then you kill them.
Is that genius? Would I ever do that?
But you two wouldn't kill bugs. That only applies to like me and Lillian, who like we're okay with
Wait,
like
yeah, because
killing
once I
bugs.
stick it, what am I gonna do with it? You're right.
You crush it. You take a paper towel and you
okay.
crush it.
Yeah.
I get
It's
it.
kind of not gonna lie, it's a little satisfying when I hear the crunch. Cause that's how I know they're dead.
Everyone heard that, right?
I promise I'm not a psychopath.
To be
Okay,
fair, if I'm tired enough, I will kill bugs. Like if I'm like straight up just tired. Like I live with my roommate. I think it was like my junior year. There was a stink bug in our room, and it was 8 a.m. and I just hear a piercing scream. And
Oh, I remember the piercing scream.
Piercing scream at 8 in the morning, and I woke up, and then she's like running around our room screaming because there's a stink bug, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like it's 8 a.m. and then she's like, "Oh my gosh, stink bug!" And then she screams because it like moved around and flew, I guess. And then I was so done, so I like took a piece of duct tape, and then I saw it on the wall, and luckily I was tall enough, and I just stuck it. And then I unpeeled it, and then I wrapped it, suffocated, and just threw it in the garbage and went back to bed. That was the only time I killed a bug. No complaints, just like, all right, let me just kill and get over it.
Wow.
Usually I'm a very pathetic person. I scream, I run, I leave the room. So if you get me tired enough and just fed up enough, I will kill one.
If you're proud of Aylin, please press F into the chats, please. Smash that like and subscribe button.
Smash that follow button.
Yeah, follow.
Well, no one has said anything so far.
Wait, so what are some other requirements, Lisa? I'm curious. Like, do you not have preferences at all? Like physically, personality-wise?
Lisa,
I mean, I do,
if you
but
don't
like,
say, I'll say your thing.
oh, okay, Kyle, go ahead. Thank you.
Wait, that's not as fun that way, though. Come on, you gotta.
Oh, do you want me to?
No, it is, Kyle. I think it is more fun this way because then you say it and then you get Lisa's reaction because you might be
Wait, yeah, I don't
not
know what you're
accurately portraying it.
Yeah, I actually don't know what you're thinking of.
Lisa wants a guy with like a sweaty hand.
Wait, no, wait. You said it wrong.
Wait, no, please correct me then.
Can you say why?
You need a lot of background context.
Okay. The reason why is because Lisa has really sweaty hands.
Wait, you're sweaty right now.
Yeah, she's just so nervous, just shaking, talking about dating, like And so one time, like, because sometimes in church you have to hold hands and pray and stuff. And one time, she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, my hand's really sweaty," and the guy's like, "Oh, I don't mind," and they just hold. Then afterward, the guy's like, "Ugh," and
he didn't do it like that. You can just tell because as soon as they let go of your hands, they start rubbing against their pants, and you're like, "Oh."
Yeah. And
wait, I think my concerns about that are different from yours. Like you were about being sweaty. When someone holds my hand, I worry that they think they're holding a child's hand.
Because you have a tiny hand.
Like middle schoolers have bigger hands than me.
Dude, my cousin Lillian, she has the same hand size as me, and she was 9 when I held her hand. And so, therefore, an elementary school student has a bigger hand than you do.
Oh, yeah, because you have bigger hands than me too.
Yeah, and she has the same hand size as me, and she was 9 at that time.
Hey, maybe she'll stop growing, so you don't even have to worry about that.
Yeah, she was also 5'1" too, Lillian. She was the same height as you.
Well, now we can update this from middle schoolers to elementary schoolers have bigger hands than me.
Oh, but to follow up on Lisa's thing, and she was just so hurt that day by that guy. She's like, never again. And she's like, if I get married, I need to find a guy with a super sweaty hand, or he has to have really dry hands, so my sweaty hand like balances out with his.
It's either very sweaty hands or like either as sweaty or sweatier than my hands, so I don't feel self-conscious, or he has to really prove to me that he doesn't care. That he's just like, I don't care if you have sweaty hands. I'll hold them. I don't care.
What would he have to do to prove that, though?
I have no idea. I guess hold my
He just
hands.
hold my hands and afterwards. He'd just be like,
No, absolutely not.
wait, but that literally means he doesn't mind, though.
I guess,
That
but
would actually mean he wants to hold your hand.
No, it's true. Like, I remember this scene from a movie called, like, The Vow, where, like, the guy farted and the windows were down, and then she put the windows up.
just this. Wait, what?
It was in the movie. Like, so that's, like, it's almost like a Dutch oven. Like,
So
you
she
just
did it
have
on
only
purpose
this.
to herself.
Yeah, and then he was like, wow, that was the sexiest thing I ever
I
seen.
don't know if I would quite say it that way, but okay.
And that's how the guy felt.
Okay, you know what? Fine. If a guy ever holds my hand and then licks it after, I guess he's the one.
All right, everyone that's listening right now, if you.
In case you came here for
dead.
dating advice, this is not the place.
Yeah. This is.
Wait, I think we have great advice. Some people would really take this to heart.
Wait. I feel like we actually have good advice, like combined, like somewhere
Yes.
in the midst of us.
Yes.
But like, I don't know where it is.
Yeah. Okay, enough about my preferences. How about we talk about somebody else?
Oh, 2 traits of your preferences.
It's only
I think,
2.
You know,
He tells preferences, at least.
Wait, those are very strong. Like these are very high up on my list. Like I'm not saying they're non-negotiable, but they're really high up there. I mean, obviously, like Christian, must kill spiders, sweaty hands, something along the lines of like
Functional
likes mowing the lawn because I don't really want to mow the lawn, to be honest.
Wait, I would just hire someone to mow the lawn.
Okay, but if we're rich enough and we can hire someone, that's fine too. And then
Yeah,
something
but
about like functional strength, because like one time I helped a family move from like their stuff from like their moving truck to the house, and like that father. Wait, this is gonna sound really weird. Wait, no, wait, before you guys freak out, wait. He was moving the whole day, and by the end of the day, us like college people who helped him, we were like so weak and tired. We were like, oh, we're ready to eat pizza and go home. He's still like lugging things everywhere, and I'm like, how do you have so much strength? I want my husband to be like that, like have a lot of strength, you know?
Yeah,
He
that
doesn't
guy
need
was
to be
actually
ripped or
crazy.
anything. He just needs to have like when it comes down to it, he needs to be able to move things.
So if you're interested in Lisa and like you find these qualities, I'm deceased. What? Well, I was there that day though, and that guy was actually like super strong. Yeah, I gotta give it to him.
yeah, he was like not super young either. Like,
Whoa, chill! You don't gotta say that. Like,
I mean, I didn't say how old this person was. I just said he wasn't super young. Like, he wasn't in the 20s
Nice.
That's
or
true.
30s.
Oh,
I think.
oh, that's a great transition to you, Aylin. What do you?
No,
Oh wait, wait. I also just
no.
want to make. I shared this stream with my life group, so just in case my life
Oh.
group is here, just
Okay.
let you guys know.
Aylin, as a moderator, I'm gonna throw it to you real quick.
Me?
Dating. What are your thoughts on dating?
Me?
What? Why do you keep on
Like-
saying you came to this? You came to this podcast knowing exactly what we're going to talk about.
Let's just all share our preferences first.
Yes, perfect.
Wait, let me interject really quick because like before this podcast, Aylin's like, Kyle, I definitely share more than you. Like, I don't have a problem sharing this stuff. I'm like, Aylin, please. I know you're gonna get up in this podcast, and like when we hit the topic, you're gonna put the brakes on. Lo and behold, what do you see?
Okay, I feel like I have preferences, or like I think I have preferences, and then it turns out that like the guys I usually like don't even have like half of the things that I say I want. And then I'm
It's
like
the opposite of that girl who's like, you don't meet these, not you. She's like, you don't meet any of these? I like it.
Well, can you tell us
no.
like the difference between like what you prefer versus what you actually go for?
Dang, that's a big difference.
Wait. They've all been since I became a Christian my freshman year, Christian guys.
They're also all dark and have an RBF.
Holy, you're just exposing us so hard out here. Wait a minute.
I'm gonna drink my water real quick because if anyone here is watching and you're
Dark
Dark skin
and have
color.
RBF.
dark skinish and have an RBM, like
Ailyn will go for
it
you.
might not be you.
Wait, Ailyn, what do
There's a
you
lot
like?
of people like that. Huh?
What do you like then in a guy then? Or what would you like?
Honestly, now that I think about it, they're all pretty different. They're all very smart people.
Hmm.
I don't really know. I feel like, isn't it more fun if Lily just shares? I feel like Lily knows me
What's
pretty
going
well.
on?
What did I say? is
They're
that-
all not you. They're all like specifically like some type of like computer engineering,
That's true.
No, computer
that's-
science, not
computer
computer engineering.
science engineering. Let me think what else. Don't they all have like their love language as time or something?
I don't
I don't
too sure
know.
about that one.
No, she's just kidding.
I actually
That's
don't
kidding.
know.
Majority of them were time.
I'll say they all kind of lack a lot of nunchi, but that's my own personal opinion.
Sometimes,
Whoa,
not
whoa.
always.
Wait, no.
I feel like I
a good chunk of them are they're kind of clueless.
Yes, that's a good word.
are they?
Like it's not even lack of nutrients; they're just clueless.
Which,
Like
you know what, you can
oblivious,
grow. You can grow in that.
I'm just
not
getting
saying
straight
anything.
roasted here. I honestly, someone just said, "Oh my lord, this is for sure for fake." It is not fake.
That's Lily. That's my sister.
Unfortunately,
Lily's the one saying it's fake.
oh my gosh, now I'm just embarrassed because I don't know who's watching, and now
whose
Alright.
nutriency is God given.
Everyone who's watching right now, stop watching so Ailyn can share vulnerably about it.
No, it's okay.
Wait, that's
We'll
okay.
do that. We'll just tell her, Ayla, just pretend like no one's watching.
We'll post a video
There's-
link later, so don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
no, it's okay if you guys watch. It's just I'm just getting roasted, and I don't know. I honestly am. I don't know. I feel like I would like to like. Okay, here's the thing. Like, I would like to like a guy with nunchi, but then like
You
I
just
feel
don't-
like when I first like started liking someone, I see like all these good qualities, and then I'm like, oh, like I like them, blah 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 blah. They have these good qualities, like we click and talk well or something like that. And then like I think usually like 2 weeks or 3 weeks in, I'm like, holy crap, I see all these flaws. And then most of the time is usually they don't have nunchi, and then they also like are clueless, and usually most of the time, a lot of times insensitive. I don't know why. Is it because I'm insensitive? Am I
No.
clueless?
So
Wait,
here's like you have these preferences, but they're not hard preferences.
Wait, these are just things that you end up being attracted to. But what is on your like actual dream list? Like, what would you want in a guy if you didn't like just ignore what you've liked in the past?
Like if
Okay, yeah,
God
'cause
made
those guys
the,
don't count.
your ideal man, what would he look like?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like even though you guys make fun of me for liking the same type of guy or same looking kind of guy, apparently Lillian thinks they all look the same. I don't think they look the same, but whatever. I don't know. I feel like there isn't. I feel like I'm not even like attracted to the guys I usually like. Like until I start liking them. Like when I first meet
Wait,
them, I'm
Aiden.
just like they're just some regular guy.
Wait,
There-
okay,
there's
that makes
some-
sense though. Obviously, you wouldn't be attracted to them until you start liking them, right? Oh, you mean like physically?
No, but haven't you seen people that you like physically been attracted to the first time you met them?
Maybe,
You're,
like-
oh, they're so attractive.
Maybe like
And then-
K-drama idols, like
I mean, there's real people that you like meet once in a blue moon that like you find like them very attractive, but then you never like them because their personality, is
Wait,
not there.
I think I'm different then. Maybe I'm just built different from you guys.
Dang, she's saying
I
she's built
personally-
different.
Like usually for the guys I've liked, I usually think they're just regular looking guys. They're just kind of there. Like I don't even notice them most of the time. Like, I'm just like, oh, cool. This another person I met probably will forget your name. And then, like, usually when I have more context with them or like I talk to them more and then I realize, like, oh, we have like decent conversation, it flows, blah, 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 blah. And then I was like, okay, like maybe you're not as like mild looking as I thought. And then you're like, oh, shoot, I'm screwed. Like,
That
oh,
exact line,
no.
oh shoot,
So-
I'm screwed. I felt that, yikes.
Yeah, you know what I mean? When they like suddenly start looking better than before, you're like, okay, like there's something wrong here. Like,
Wait, Lily said if there's an unattractive guy in the chat, ask Aylin out.
No,
No.
Johnson, it's just normal.
All right,
Hey.
Aylin, I got a question for you then. This is you have to choose one of these options. Do you like
Okay.
the bad boys or the nice boys?
I think I usually go for the nicer ones, but not like the super nice ones, honestly.
Like the ones who can still joke around with you?
Yeah, honestly, like,
No, Aylin likes guys who are like savage, but
Oh.
also I think she likes guys who like are
are
very like
genuinely nice.
can get really deep in thought. Like have those kind of like very deep conversations about life,
Wait, that's true. I don't
morals.
think Aiden likes shallow people in general.
I don't.
Like they
I
have
don't
to be
I don't
able to
think I
think
really
very
he like
deeply.
hates like small talk and stuff.
I think like small talk for too long, I'm like, okay, like I can have small talk with anybody.
Because
Like,
Aiden can do it,
next.
but she doesn't like it.
Yeah, I feel like when I have small talk with people, like I think a lot of people are like, oh, like we're like having conversation, but for me, if it's just like stays at small talk, I'm like, okay, I'm getting bored. At the same time, I feel like I'm pretty good at small talk, and I like can make it happen. And then I just feel really empty after small talks, and I'm like, wow, like did this other person feel the same way? Did they enjoy the meetup or conversation? Sometimes I just feel like, what was the point of that? But maybe like honestly, sometimes like small talk is like good too, because like I mean, if you're always having deep conversations, then like I mean that kind of sucks. But if you're always having small talk with the same person, like this person, like you're always having small talk and you never go deep, and you're just like okay, talking about like coffee, Starbucks, whatever, I don't know, basic stuff. Gets boring really quickly. Probably will ghost you. Just kidding. I don't ghost people. I don't ghost people.
Wait,
I don't
Aiden's
ghost people.
really good
here.
at messaging people back.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at it. I mean, there's some people here who aren't as good at it, but you know, I
You
mean,
didn't have to do
talking
that.
we don't attack people
I
here.
don't know what's going on.
We don't attack
That's
people.
not me and Lisa. We're pretty bad at responding.
Yeah, I know. Kyle ghosts me all the time.
I know. I felt so bad. But hey, at least I didn't ghost you for years like the other person.
Okay. Wait, I really hope she sees this video and reaches
Wait,
out
yeah,
to you.
she follols me on like Snapchat
I
and stuff. I
really
put my
hope she
story.
reaches out to you, Kyle.
Yeah, I gotta apologize to her like right now then before she sees this.
Because a private apology is better than a public one.
What if
Yeah.
she's actually watching this right now?
There's no way.
Hey, if you're here, let us
Also-
know.
Also,
You're here?
answering Lily's question, is small talk equivalent to casual talk or different? I guess like it's like very surface level conversations. I don't know if there's really a
I feel
difference
like
unless there is.
casual is different.
I don't know. Lisa is good at words here. Lisa
I don't know
uses
either.
uses words that I don't always understand.
Like I feel like Aylin's when she means small talk, she means like very like light
Like
conversation.
super inconsequential stuff. I think it's
It's
equivalent
like
to
one of
asking
those
someone like,
things-
"Oh, how's school going?" or like, "How's work going?" and stuff that you know that you can talk about for hours, but you don't learn much about them in the long run.
Oh, the thing is, I have school work conversations with people a lot. Like school conversations especially. Like I feel like people think I really enjoy talking about school, but I just don't know. Like if you feel like we just talk about school, it's probably because I don't know what else to talk
Ask her
about.
something else. She was
So-
willing to talk.
Like you ask Aylin to get more in depth about her dating preferences.
No, if you ask that, you're not gonna get anywhere. We're not really getting anywhere.
I don't know my dating preferences sometimes. I feel like they're like you can stereotype the people I've liked in the past, but like I mean I've never dated before, so I don't know.
That's true. So, but Aylin, we gave you a heads up. This is what we were going to talk about. you had like the whole day to think about this. Didn't think about it at all.
Did I thought I was prepared, but then I realized like okay, I guess pet peeves. I like considerate guys. I like people who communicate. And
Oh
a lot
yes,
of
wait.
the
If you're
things
bad at
that really
communicating, aliens could be so mad.
yeah, like I feel like if you're not good at communicating, then like holy crap, like how do you even talk to people? Like it's almost like a matter of like if you know how to communicate, you choose not to. It's like there's just like the lack of the lack of respect there, right? Like I feel like quite a few of the guys I used to like, a lot of them are just not good at communication, or they just really didn't care, and it's just really annoying. And you're like wondering like, why do I even like you? Like you don't even have a quality that like I personally like. Or I guess when I first liked them, start liking them, I didn't realize that that is a quality they didn't have. Or I feel like, oh, like in the beginning, like when you first start talking to them, and then when they still like want to talk to you, I guess back then, or whatever, like you're kind of like, oh, okay, they seem like they know how to communicate. And then like once you start liking them more, or like you've been friends longer, sometimes like it's almost like, oh yeah, Aylin's just another person that I don't know, like there. And then sometimes like they're just not good at communicating. You're like, and then you're like, dude, why the heck did I like this person?
This
Like,
feels
why do I
extremely
like someone like
targeted
that?
right now.
I mean, a lot of them weren't good at communicating. So I'm just saying, it's not just, I don't
How to
know,
be
like
communicative.
I feel like
communication is really big for me. If you can't communicate, rip. So
wait. I feel like with Aylin, if a guy was good at communicating, I don't know if you'd like them. Because I feel like you don't even. I've known Aylin for years, and I'm like, oh, I feel like Aylin, like, she doesn't like the things that she wants, I guess.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is gonna be roasting me session. I see how it is.
It's not roasting you.
Hey,
It's just we're just being honest here.
Yeah, we can switch to Lillian right now if you want.
No, it's fine. It's fine. There's other things too. Like I like considerate guys who are considerate. I prefer. And then a lot of times you're not considerate. So
she really likes it if you walk her home. That's.
I don't know about that one. I do not know about that one.
No, I said you like it when they walk you home.
Another thing,
if you can tame Aylin to let her walk you home, amazing.
How do you use the word tame?
Why
it's
would
like
you
I'm
use
like.
the word tame?
Why would you use that word tame?
Because you kind of feisty.
Wait, I was talking about this earlier because I sent you guys like a meme. It was like a Powerpuff Girls meme, and I was like, wait, I thought more about it. I'm like, you guys like perfectly like fit like the Powerpuff Girls because I think Aylin's definitely like Buttercup, Lisa is definitely Bubbles, and then Lillian's definitely Blossom.
Wait, why am I Blossom?
You're the girly one.
Yeah, maybe. I'm like the only guy here, so I gotta watch what I say. But like,
no, say it. I want to hear this.
I feel like you are very because you kill spiders, and
that's true.
And like as like Blossom's the leader of the Powerpuff Girls, I feel like as you're more like a leader-y type kind of person.
I am.
You kill spiders, yeah.
Yeah, no, I actually agree with that. I feel like in the three of us, Lillian's the one who's most likely to be able to make plans.
Yes.
Actually, Aylin's somewhat good at making plans too. Maybe I'm just bad. Never mind. Okay.
That's
why I'm Bubbles. You're right. I just follow along.
It's because I talk to cashiers. That's why.
Wait, I actually don't get that. Anytime cashiers talk to me, I'm like, why are you talking to me? You look like you have something to say, Kyle.
I feel like, all right, this might be a hot take on this, but I feel like as a girl, you have more freedom to like just talk to like cashiers and stuff. Because like,
because if you talk to a cashier,
yeah, it looks like you're hitting on them.
Yeah, it's more like socially acceptable. Like, oh, this person is just like a genuinely like nice person or whatever. But like, if you're a guy it's either, oh, I think this guy's hitting on me, or oh, this is just a weird talkative guy. Like, why is he talking to me? And that's why, like, bro, I don't talk to nobody like that. Like, you gotta talk to me like that. And I'll be like, oh, I'm doing okay. I hope you're doing good too, or like whatever. Like,
To me, also I have an RNF.
A resting nice face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
thank you for
everyone
clarifying
talks
what
to
that
me.
was.
Like everyone talks to me. Like I tell people all the time, I was like, I live travel to different countries and everyone would ask me for help. Like directions,
And you'd be like,
like
no.
like advice, like if we're shopping, you know, like asking like what I think. I'm like, oh okay.
Well, I
Like
think
one
that's
time,
true.
like in college, I was just buying pop with someone at Myers and someone's like, oh, which pop do you think I should get? And I was like, I don't know.
maybe they're hitting on you.
They're not all guys. They're like girls. So
Hey.
some of their families, like if they want someone to take a picture, they look at it, they look around. They're like, oh, an RNF. They go up to me.
Oh my goodness, that's why you
Like
just
I
have to
see
be
them coming. I like see them catch me, and I go, oh, I know they're approaching me now.
Dang.
That's a problem I don't have. So
Oh, good
Who
job,
is
Kyle.
that?
who?
Oh, I don't know what's going on.
Who are these people?
Dude, the chats are weird. Is it possible to ban them? I feel like they're just random
No,
strangers.
Ayla.
Chill.
You can't ban people.
You're like I don't know if you know Tyler One. Like randomly, he'll just like ban people in his chat sometimes as like a sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, like he'll be losing a couple games. He's like, all right, I think I know what I need to do. I just gotta ban some people and like thank you for your sacrifice. And he'll start winning games.
Lisa,
Yes.
I feel like they're just spamming the chat.
I
Just
do not know how to ban people.
yikes. Well, I don't know how to get rid of these people, but
Try to like hover their name and stuff. I think Lisa has to do it because
You just click on their username.
Yeah.
yeah, because these
Oh.
comments are not. All right, to these viewers.
Okay. What?
Oh yeah, sure. You can be stronger than the streamer. That's fine. You can try to spam as much as you want.
Ayla, don't
but-
challenge them.
You?
Chill. This is why Aliens is Buttercup. Like
She aggressive.
Oh wait, how do I actually don't know how to do this. Show viewers list.
Lisa, please do it. Or just make me a moderator.
Oh. Can I do that?
she doesn't know how to do that either.
Wait,
Oh
I'm
my
actually.
God.
Can you guys see
Well-
that? Oh, interesting.
I'm not looking at the stream right now because
I see.
I gotta focus on my craft and I gotta focus on moderating. I'm not doing the greatest job right now, but yeah. You know, while they're figuring this out, I could talk about me. I was gonna talk about Lillian next, but I feel like she's gonna help Lisa. So, me and dating. I don't know. Me and dating, we haven't been the best of friends over the years, honestly. And if any young brothers are watching, you're not ready to date. But
What about the young sisters?
If you like the young brothers, then you're not ready to date. But sorry. There's this book. It's called The Meaning of Marriage. I really consider you should read it before you do anything. But I don't know. I feel like my opinion about dating has changed throughout the years.
Hey, oh yeah, sorry. Quick cut in. Lisa, Steve Lee5 just posted a how to manage harassment in
Steve,
chat in the
thank
stream
you.
chat.
Yeah, you should make
Thank you,
Steve a
Steve.
moderator if
Steve.
anything.
Wait, I literally don't know how to do that.
Yeah, make Steve the moderator. So you
There's
can
a
just,
link that says appoint
He
moderators.
doesn't
Just
know
click
how to
that.
make people moderators. That's the
Yes.
thing. This is why she's Bubbles. But like, she's also not the greatest with technology, but we still love her anyway.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
okay, it says, once you're streaming and the person you want as a moderator is in the chat room, direct your attention to the stream chat. In the chat, type out the command /mod username without quotes.
Okay.
So if you literally just Google how to make Twitch moderators, we can make
Wait, Wait, do that after.
Steve?
First, just ban them. Lisa, just literally click on their name, and then it should say like ban or something.
1 second. Let me see if that works. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. I think Steve has mod privileges. Let me see if I can do that for Aylin.
Okay.
Okay, Steve, do it, please.
Yeah, Steve
Thanks,
is Steve is a good
Steve.
friend. He's in Korea right now. I think it's like 3 or 4 in Korea, 5 almost. I don't know. Actually, no, I think it's 4. Yeah.
Not this one.
Give me a sec.
I'm gonna just keep talking because I feel like if it's like this, you should
Thanks,
probably
guys.
fill the space, right? Like,
Oh, I
how do I
made
feel
you guys.
about?
I made Lillian and Aylin also
Hmm,
mods.
Okay, thank you.
yeah, I feel like dating. You know, I think I realized I'm probably not ready to date. So I was like, you know what? I need to just work on myself. So yeah, but I know some people are ready. But Loki, I know this one couple, and one person is like hella self sufficient, and I'm like, oh shoot, like if they can make it work, like oh I can make it work too. Like if this person's like that crazy, like I could be that crazy and still date. So that's giving me some hope, but not right now though. I'm just not in a good place.
Are you doing okay?
I'm still trying to.
Yeah, are you
Oh.
okay?
Oh, yo, check out my blog if you want to know more about how I'm doing. But
I'm concerned for you.
actually,
Okay.
I haven't updated it yet because I was trying to work on it last night, but then last night somehow we ended up making the plans for this podcast. So I was like, guess I can't update people on my life yet. But yes.
Are you gonna continue talking about your preferences now? I think we're done. But people are banned
Yeah, I
now, so
think
we're
so
good.
too. Wait, sorry. I just saw some of the messages that other people sent. This child just said I'm not a troll and drone. Okay.
Yo, there's a lot of message.
Wait, you know what's like really funny? So, for everyone that doesn't know, I'm Hmong, so that's like a small like ethnic group, and like at like my home church is it's like a Hmong church, so it's like all like Hmong people, and like everyone goons on me a lot because like all the girls like that I've like liked or like talked to in the past are like Chinese and like they everyone goons on me so much like yo bro you know you be liking these. I'm like dang chill on me.
Is it that big of a deal?
Well, partially it's because like people didn't really like know like what kind of like person that I'd like even like interested in, and it just so happens that that's how it turned out to be. So I get gooned on a lot for that. But I honestly I don't really have a preference when it comes to like ethnicity. Yeah. Lillian, would you like to say something?
About your type?
Carl, you didn't even share.
Not about my
Carl,
type, please.
Carl, you didn't even share that much. You said that
I feel like
you
a very
share more than I
strong
am.
woman. The girls you go for.
Maybe. I don't know. It's funny because recently I made a pact with Lisa.
Oh, we're talking about this. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, is this like a like by
Oh,
30
wait.
kind of pack?
No. Not act beats. Not attempt. No, not like that.
Actually, maybe we shouldn't talk about this. I'm thinking more
Why?
about it.
I don't know. Are you okay? I
You
mean,
gotta-
you can choose. I don't know what's going on.
all right. So,
In wait, I don't know how much you care about sharing because I don't mind.
oh, I don't mind.
Oh, perfect. You can say it then.
Both don't mind. Can someone share?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, Lisa and I, we were just chilling one day, and like, one of us had been drinking, and the other person was like,
Sober,
"Yo,
completely sober.
completely like sober, like hadn't had a drop of alcohol since they were born. But like,
Okay.
but yeah, we were. The one person gets gets a text from someone. They're like, I don't know what to do. This
This is
person
a
texted
someone.
me. Yeah, this is not just someone. This is someone. and then the other person's like, stop. If you don't text that person, I won't text my person. I'm like, I mean, someone is like, what? For real? And we're like, and someone was like, oh, for how long? And they're like, forever. And I was like, that's crazy. So we made a pact that, oh, we're just straight up just not talking to these someones like ever again, I guess. But like,
I feel like we make different kinds of pacts. Like I have a bet going on with two of my guy friends.
Oh,
what is this bet?
what
I'm
is
interested.
So basically,
What are
it's
these
like
bets?
so we were talking about like getting in a relationship and everything. And then we have like bets. It's like so basically it's like three of us. Okay, there's only one loser here. Okay, so whoever gets in a relationship first has to treat out the other two to like a meal like anywhere they want.
Oh,
And so here's the thing that I'm very sure I am like the last. They all know this. I'm like the last person on all three of them to lose. And so I was like, I can't wait to have like Main Street food, like either like Real Seafood Company or like Chop House. So excited for this free meal.
these
Wait,
are
so
all
the first
very
person to get in a
good.
relationship has to treat the other two?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But here's the thing though, like, but the person getting a relationship, if they're like happy, you know, they're not truly a loser, you know? So either way, it's a win-win.
So there's
It's
no
almost
losers
like
in this situation.
it's like to make it up to you guys because you guys aren't dating and you guys aren't dating. So it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
exactly. So you just treat out the other people.
yeah, it's like a
What?
celebration almost.
Yeah, we're celebrating and you're paying.
That's definitely one way of
Wait.
looking at it.
Are you sure, Lillian? I feel like I don't know.
You
I
think
don't
it
know
should be
if
the
you
other way
agree.
around?
No.
No.
I feel like wait, has this person already like lost?
These two people?
Yeah. Has someone already lost?
No.
Oh wait, then
Do you think
wait,
Lily will lose
Lillian,
first?
I really believe like
Oh my god. It's actually not true. Like they both know I am like the last person that will lose out of us three.
Okay,
I
someone,
think we made this
clip
pact.
this segment. In 6 months, we'll check back.
Yeah.
No, this pact was made like we started making this in like the summer, I think. I think it was either like July or August or something. We made
No.
this. And then someone asked her, like, oh, is there a time limit for this? I'm like, no. Whoever gets in a relationship first. Like, and it doesn't have to be like officially like boyfriend, girlfriend, just like any kind of
If you
relationship,
start
like a
talking
thing.
to someone,
No, so
What?
like if you have feelings for someone and they have feelings for you,
Wait, you made this bet so wide. Like
it's just literally, if a guy looks at another girl, is like, "I just kind of cute." You're like, "Okay, you're treating me out, bro."
like actual feelings, like liking each other. Because I was like, I had to establish these rules. Because I was like, I have to think of a lot of loopholes here, you know? Like these guys who totally not being like, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend, you know? Because they just want to like, you know, win the bet or like not lose it.
Is this by honor code or like?
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
my honor code.
Lillian, let me tell you right now, these guys probably already like someone. Like you
They're
tell
just
me,
hiding
No,
it.
they don't.
yeah, let me tell you something right now. Like those guys
Okay.
definitely like
No,
someone.
they don't. They don't. We're very honest
Okay.
with each other.
Lillian,
Okay, someone 2 points that I will bring up. So here in our chat, there's Lily saying, "What kind of packs are these? I make bets on who's gonna get married first, not on holding out and being life lonely."
Wait, we're not holding out. We're just saying. Wait, okay, so literally, this like group is called like we say we're all heartless loners.
I'm
I
sorry.
think we are.
That's terrible.
So Lillian's not the best example for this, but
Excuse me.
Okay, and then second point is, this is from a private chat. What would happen if Lillian dated one of those guys though? Corner case. It's a loophole or not covered by terms.
No, that
Yeah.
means the one guy, the two of you guys start dating, treat that one guy.
Well, that is the rule.
That's
But
a-
no, we like have all talked about this. I don't think we would like. I just went through like one of them. He literally calls me mom.
That's a little creepy. If you guys are
It's not
dating.
creepy.
No, if you guys
No,
are
'cause,
dating,
like,
that'd be creepy.
They're both a lot younger than me.
Mm.
Like one is like 2 years younger than me. The other one's like, well, I guess 2 years technically also, but he's actually they're both 2 years by age younger than me. But one of them's like 3 grades younger than me, versus like 2 grades younger than me.
All right, let me speak on behalf of all guys.
Shut the frick up.
No, I can do this. Is anyone else a guy here? Oh, just me. All right.
What the heck?
I already know what you're gonna say.
No. Because,
Steve says me. Steve is also a guy.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steve.
If these guys say like, "Oh yeah, I don't like anyone right now," they're lying. Because I've been that guy where people are like, "Oh, do you like anyone right now?" I'm like, "No, I don't really like." I straight up lying through my teeth, like, oh my
Kyle.
goodness.
Wait, it's not like they are actually the guys actually are like trying kind of.
To not like anyone?
Wait.
No,
What?
to
Oh, they're
to
trying
meet people.
to.
But it's also because of COVID, so they're not really meeting like new people.
That's fair.
Just don't trust guys. There's no way.
Oh
like-
yes, I've also realized that.
Yeah, don't trust guys.
If
Guys
you're
are
a
gross,
young
apparently.
sister in the chat, don't trust guys.
I mean,
If,
I was gonna
even
say-
if you're an old sister in the chat, don't trust guys.
yeah.
If
I
you are a
realized, like-
sister, don't trust guys.
I realize that guys are worse than you think they are.
I would agree.
I don't like
All the
Lily's.
guys attest for this.
Lily's
Oh my
message
gosh,
here.
yes, he said amen. Guys are messed up.
Wait, I really believe that. Like,
Wait, I'm so sorry.
No.
Did everyone read Lily's comment? Whoa, those guys are in a pack
like
so they can wait it out and mature until they're able to date Lillian. That way she won't date anyone.
uh,
True. I'm definitely not either of their types because I've asked them before too.
wait, have you ever seen this show called Friends? Though
Yeah.
Shut up.
Wait, everyone's
Oh my
friends.
gosh, they all just date each other.
everyone's freaking friends. And they
But
just-
no, I think that's such a messy way. I don't think that's a realistic way that things
No,
happen.
Wait.
By that default, here's the thing: we are all friends with you here, okay? And so,
Why would you even suggest that?
but-
no,
but-
I'm saying by his logic, that's what it means, right, Kyle?
Hey, you know, his
Wait,
friend
wait.
thought that Kyle should hit on you, Lily.
I think Friends is actually like a more truthful representative of like how an actual friend group would function, though.
Do you
Because
think they
I
would
feel like-
remain friends after, though?
I've seen it before sometimes.
That
Not all
feels
of it.
so incestuous.
Wait, I feel like this is why I don't like dating within friend groups. I think it just gets so messy.
Yes.
Wait.
Oh
'Cause
my
I was
gosh,
thinking about this
another
too.
comment. Why do you think everyone in marching band dates each other?
Ugh, it's because they spend so much time with each other. They just have no other options.
Oh, yeah. It's like you're just spending the time. So like you're just wearing goggles of like some people that go on mission trips call it mission goggles because you just spend so much time with them that you think you like them, but it's just because you spend time with them. And I'm like, bro, I ain't trying to be wearing those. Like,
Wait, I tend to not like guys in my friend group and stuff like that because it gets so messy. But also, I think it's because like I don't like seeing them all the time. So if they're not in my friend group, I got my own life. That's my time away from them.
Hmm.
Actually, I'm gonna step in for a sec. So we were talking about this lovely conversation, but we still haven't talked about Lillian's preferences yet.
yeah.
Wait, I want to have you guys like guess again. I should Lisa guess. I think I'm
Would
most
I
fun.
be able to guess, or do I already know? I think
No,
I
anyone
already
already
know. I don't
know.
think-
So I feel like I want Kyle and Lisa to guess, or like
We
Alright.
talked about this briefly once or twice, Lillian.
no, but I didn't actually say my answers. I don't think. I think it was just like our friend that was like there. He was just roasting me. I feel like.
Ooh, what do I think?
Just like you
Lillian's
guys were
type
roasting me
type would
earlier,
be?
but that's fine.
I
I'll
can say
say-
what I want for Lillian.
Oh yeah, do that, Kyle.
You know,
Oh my
at the end of the day, I just really want a brother that will just like really take care of Lillian and like, because I feel like she just needs a very like a caring guy. I think.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. That actually is part of my type.
Come on.
Nice,
Come on.
nice.
And it's because the reason why is because I feel like in my life, because I'm very initiative, my friendships, people around me, I'm always taking care of other people, and this is like the one time I like don't want to take care of someone.
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
Steve, I'm not marrying a pastor.
But I got a cousin, and
He's a pastor.
Dude, Kyle, you're all. Is it the same cousin or is it
Yeah,
the
he
same
he
like? twin
advertises
cousin?
the same cousin to everyone.
Oh no, not to everyone. Like to the guys, I'll advertise like the girl cousin. To the girls, I advertise like the guy
Oh, I'm
cousin.
sorry. I think Lillian's type. I'll say looks wise, pretty boy, slim. Like
I don't know about pretty boy.
Shayla,
well, I
Okay,
know this
sorry, I had to
changed, but I'll
correct.
say pretty. Okay, how about this? I would say on a scale between like cute, pretty, and handsome, somewhere between pretty and handsome. Like a triangle, like you know, like handsome, cute, pretty, like somewhere in between the pretty and handsome part. Shoot, I had other thoughts in my head. Probably Asian. I think somebody who is what am I looking for? Respectful.
Interesting.
Someone who has a lot of nunchi. I think somebody who will listen to Lillian, but not like just. How do I explain this? They're not gonna just do everything she says, but they will listen to what she says. They're not gonna they're not. If she says I prefer this way, they'll take that into account, but they're not gonna just willingly do everything that she says just because she says it, right?
no, I agree. I don't like Sims.
Well, yeah, she does. I already know this. She doesn't want a sim, so
Right.
she wants someone who will like stand up to her. I guess I think sometimes, at least, if as long as they're willing to like respectfully argue back their points, I think she's willing to listen. But she doesn't want someone who will just do whatever she says.
Wait, in the looks department, I think it's centered right on like F boy. I
Oh,
think that's like,
really?
really, I really believe that.
Do you think
Like,
That's not true.
Do you
wait,
think F boy or like raver like a person who goes to raves?
wait, because I know
That's not true.
everyone's like too ashamed to admit it. Like, oh, I don't like the F boy look. Like, oh, I don't like that. But deep down inside, you gotta be honest with yourself.
Kyle,
No, that's
I
not
think you're
true.
projecting.
Lisa is more accurate. Never mind.
All right,
Here's the
go
thing.
on.
They don't have to like F boy, but like okay, like looks nice to me. So I just like really like they have very like structured faces usually.
I see.
Like I tell people, it's like I like that like jaw that's so sharp it can cut diamonds.
Okay, that's like impossibly sharp, but like,
Well, okay. Wait, I'm trying to think of what other personality traits you might want. I already said lots
At
of
least I've got them right so far.
lots of nunchi. I think also, I don't know how important this is, but I feel like you will want someone who is able to get along with your family.
I think I care more about they get along with my friends actually.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Wait, why?
Because okay, because like for me, it's like one of the things I look for is that like I notice that I like guys who have a really big heart towards their friends. Because like I feel like I don't know, it's like because I care a lot about my friends. Like I like will do like anything for my friends basically. And so they will basically do anything for their friend. It's like when they become friends with my friends, they would also treat them that way too.
That's nice. Oh, I think you probably also want an independent guy. I don't think you want a guy who's too clingy or needy.
Oh yeah, I can't. It's because I don't like attention, too much attention, or like neediness. Wait. That's why I said I feel like I'm built different sometimes too.
She built different, everybody.
Because I had a discussion like recently with one of my girlfriends about this, and she was like, "Wait, what?" She's like, "Oh, like usually girls love attention and everything." I was like, "No, it actually makes it like very uncomfortable." And that's also like why like I don't want to be in the same friend group as them because I like not seeing them all the time. Like actually most of the time like guys I like to everything. It's like I'll just like I just see them when I feel like seeing them. Like I get sick of people really easily, like seeing them all the time. I'm like, oh, that's enough time like spent like this week. We reached our like quota or something.
Mm.
I agree. I'm kind of like that too. I don't think I personally want to hang out with this person all the time.
Interesting.
me
I
speak
want
for the
time for like
chat.
my friends. Sorry?
Not everyone is like this. Just I feel like we have very like specific like examples like here today, but yeah, not everyone is like this.
Ooh, wait, just ask, what would be a trait that would make you run away from a girl / guy, aka red flags?
Ooh,
Red
that is a
flag.
good question.
Oh. If I see too much of myself, then I'm like, oh, you no.
Kyle doesn't want to date himself.
Honestly, because at the end of the day, I don't love myself. Like that's just facts, and like
Yikes.
I'm kidding, of course.
No,
I think
you're
for me,
not.
it's like if they're like rude sometimes, if they don't know how to be like have good manners, I like go away.
Mm. Oh, like when you
Oh,
take them out to a restaurant and they're rude to the waiters.
Yeah.
Oh,
I told someone once jokingly, I was like, if I ever go on a date with a guy and he like snaps at the waiter like, I need service, I'll be like, oh no.
Wait, but Aelin snaps.
no, I don't. That
Wait,
is a
Elin doesn't
lie.
snap, right?
I do not snap, Lillian. I feel
Wait,
like
you
you
snap
bring
at
that up
other
all the
people.
time.
like mentally, you'll snap and be like,
I snap at like my friends as a joke, but I don't do that to customer service, Lillian.
Okay,
Yeah, I
okay,
don't think
fine.
Elin's like that.
wait, I was talking about this with my mom once, and like because like my mom like she knows me a decent amount, I would say, and
Yeah.
she's like, oh, like okay, but like she's like, oh, like I want you to find like someone that's very giving because like at the end of the day, like if you want to like help someone and like your wife's not cool with that, you guys are gonna fight a lot about that. And so I was like, oh shoot, maybe you're right. I need to find someone that's like really giving. So I feel like that's something I look for, and like if I don't see that, then like oh, I don't even like. I'm like oh, I'm chilling. Like that's not what I want. Yeah.
Mm.
I think for me, if I see that this guy just like, you know how there's guys who are like just nice to like the girl they like, but they're like pretty horrible to other people,
Or
Yeah,
they
that's
treat
what I
Or, like-
don't like.
Mm.
or like they like treat the girls they like well, and then like the other people they're just like whatever, like they're like I don't care, like they're not my significant other, therefore like I've seen like my friends date guys who are like honestly pretty big dicks to like everyone else around them, but not to the girl they're interested in or dating. And I think it's just like, do you really want to like be with someone who's only nice to you or only nice to like I don't know when they're interested in you or they like you? Like it just feels very unhealthy. Or like guys who like will only spend time with you and you're like their only friend. I've seen that happen in like some of my friends like relationships where like like I guess there's I just like I feel like I see it where like this guy, he I guess the person I'm like thinking about, he like had a lot of friends in no.
Okay,
He
let's
had
not
a
be
lot
too
of friends in
specific.
high
Let's not
school.
like out this guy.
But I feel like once he started dating like this girl, or whatever, like I felt like I didn't talk to him as much anymore. And sure, I'm a girl, but I felt like he also didn't talk to his other like male friends a lot and just like
Focus
relied
most
heavily
attention on the
on
girl.
just
Oh, I think it's called
yeah,
pigeonholing.
Interesting.
Oh,
okay, if there's a term for it. But I feel like you can sometimes tell when a guy is like only nice to the girl they're interested in, and or like you know how like sure like you want to be treated special by the person you're like, but there's like this huge, if there's like a large gap between that I think that is problematic.
True. Plus, once if he ever stops liking you, bro, that special treatment's gone.
dang, that sounds.
No, I'm
That
not like
sounds like.
okay, whatever. I'm not gonna talk about that, but okay. What else is there? I feel like people who are very I guess disrespectful people. I'm trying to think of other red flags. I agree a lot with what Aylin said about people who like treat others differently than how they treat you. But I think also something that bothers me sometimes is if the guy, or I think not just the guy, like anybody, when they're in a relationship, if they try to change a lot of themselves to please their partner.
Oh,
Like there's a difference between like growing and like trying to make yourself better, and then doing things just because you know that this is what your partner wants, or like doing it just to make your partner happy. And I think sometimes there's like a healthy balance, but I think some people take it too far, and you're like, oh, you're not normally like this, or you don't like these things. You're just doing it because you, I don't know, want the other person to like you more.
isn't that you?
Okay, I'll say. Yeah, sometimes maybe I'm the unhealthy one.
We just throwing up red flags and like you just blind though. You just not seeing these red flags.
It's like that like meme that's like with like all these red flags and it's like, oh, my favorite color is red.
Oh wait, Lily just said if they never pay / offer to pay for the date, probably just using you. Unfortunate.
Can you imagine
Yeah.
like if I was I guess like if I was dating some guy and I paid for every single date, I'll be like, what am I, your mom? Like I'm treating you out to meals, like
Yo, but sometimes
I'm getting in. I'm not gonna be someone's mom. Oh, also, another thing, I guess, it's like I feel like maybe this is like I don't know, like I don't like some guys, I feel like their wives or girlfriends is just like basically like your mom.
I was
and
literally
sometimes
about to
that's
say that.
weird too.
I tell girls all the time. I'm like, if you're like momming him, or if you have to be like his like mom, like this is not good.
Yeah, I know a couple that's really close to me. I know them very, very well. And the I guess the girl is always momming like a guy.
Wait, that
And I will
reminds me
not
of
reveal who this is.
Please don't reveal who this is.
Yeah, please don't name drop. Actually,
I will not name drop.
no, but that reminds me of one of my pet peeves is like when a guy is because I think it's just because of what I'm like in a relationship or whatever. It's like I really don't like beta guys or like passive guys. It's just a personal preference.
Interesting. Wait, so just guys who aren't assertive?
Yeah, or they don't say what they want. Because let me think. There was like one person that like really bothered me where like he like I think it's like even as a friend, it's like he clearly wants something, but he doesn't like speak up like as in like volume wise. Like what he wants to do, and then he just like mumbles. And if you ask to repeat it, he just mumbles it. And then like clearly he wants to do it, but if you don't do it, he like gets kind of like upset, you know? But he didn't speak up.
This not me.
This one's kind of. I don't think so, Kyle. You're not like
nice,
that.
Nice. I think
Another
guys who
thing,
are like that though can grow in assertiveness. Like this is not like a trait you have to live with.
That's true.
Okay, Aylin said this once, and I'm just like, I hope it's not true. It's like she was like, apparently guys stop maturing after like I don't know, like 25, 26.
Wait, that's just
like,
brains. That's just brain wise.
Brain wise.
I only got 2 years.
Emotional maturity is different. Emotional maturity is different. Wait, what were you gonna say, Aylin?
I was gonna say this one is like I don't know how correct this is. This is just my personal preference. Maybe like unconsciously I go for like the kind of clueless guy sometimes is because I don't like charismatic charming guys because I feel like those are the kind of guys who know those are the kind of guys who know how to manipulate people. People who are extremely charming and charismatic, like they're very manipulative, and I mean it's just like sometimes maybe like clueless is a safer option, and hopefully they're not faking their clueless, right? But like,
imagine if a guy was that manipulative.
I mean, that happened. I met someone who was like that once, which bothered me.
I just feel like usually when guys are overly charismatic or charming when you first meet them, they're probably like that with a lot of people, and they probably don't like you. So if you start liking them, rip. And then if they turn out to be manipulative,
that's just like a little bit. You
I
don't
think
know
I mean
that
also,
they're gonna
it's I also can't do jealousy. Like I think I'm a very low tolerance of jealousy because I have a lot of like guy friends, and so they get jealous. It's like I was like, I'm not gonna stop talking to my friends for you. They've been here longer than you have.
That's legit.
Like were you there during these like hard times of my life? No, they were.
I think it's also because for you, Lillian, like you're like the same way. You would never be like jealous about your like SO's like friends and stuff like that, unless it was like overstepping bounds.
Yeah, but I'm very open if I do get jealous.
That's nice.
Like I'm just like, oh, like I'm like, is something going on? They say no. I'm like, okay, cool.
And then you just hope that, they're not lying to you.
Oh yeah. But for me, I also one thing is like I care about honesty the most. Not just like romantically, but just like in friendships too. Honesty is like the most important thing to me. If you lie to me, I get so mad because I always find out the truth.
Oh, that's
that
scary.
was really scary.
Wait, no, I was watching a Grey's Anatomy episode and I felt it was very true. They were like saying that like the truth always like comes out. And that's happened to me all the time. I found out like so many times people lie to me, I always find out.
Dang. Don't lie to Lillian, guys.
Yeah, just you can lie to like me or Aylin or Lisa all you want, but like not to Lillian.
And then the longer it takes for me to find out after, the more mad I get.
Oh, that's probably true, yeah. Wait, Lily just asked, I
There's
think this is for Lillian. Like, what if you were jealous for a sort of legit reason? Example, you talked more to your guy friends about personal issues than to your SO, and your SO felt like you weren't being real with them or prioritizing them in that way. Would you, like, listen to them then, or is that, like, a unfounded jealousy type of thing?
I feel like for me, I usually tell, like, my SO, like, the most. So that wouldn't have been, like, an issue, probably.
It would never get to that point.
I feel like if that's true, I feel like jealousy is probably like a correct emotion, but I don't know if it should be your primary emotion. I feel like your primary emotion should be like kind of disappointed, maybe a bit angry if that happened. I don't know if jealousy should be like the primary emotion someone should feel if that happens, because I feel like, I don't know, if you were wronged in like that way in a relationship, like I feel like jealousy should not be the prime emotion, but more so like a emotion that you do feel because like you're supposedly in this committed relationship, right? And then here's me being single, don't know anything, but
Wait, that
I
doesn't mean
feel
you don't
like
know
I
anything.
see a
Wait a
lot.
minute.
I feel like I hear and see a lot from my friends' relationships and pick up a lot of this stuff from what I hear. So
I think for me personally, a red flag is if my sister doesn't like the guy.
Oh, interesting.
She's gonna be so happy hearing that.
Yeah, because I think her what is the word I'm looking for? Her what is the word I'm looking for? Her ability to judge other people is really good. Like if they're like genuine or not.
Her like intuition.
Oh yeah, like her intuition. I can't think of words right now. It's just my brain's too tired. But yes.
Wait, that reminds me of a question. Who do you guys care like about, like in your family? Like whose approval do you care about the most?
my mom. 100% my mom. My mom would not approve of any of the guys I've liked, maybe except for one and a half. I would say 1.5. Half because I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
But I know for sure my mom would not approve of the
other guy.
Like, yes, I don't think my mom would approve of at least 2 of the guys I've liked. At least 2. My mom would be like, my mom's good at reading people too. Like, and she remembers like small interactions, like the friends that came over one time for board games in high school. She still remembers them. Like if I like, I don't know, saw them in the streets with my mom, she'd be like, oh yeah, this is the person who came over, right? I had this friend who, hopefully he's not watching this, but he came over to my house and he peed without the door closed. And my mom like knows about that. And she refers to him as the She refers to him as the guy who doesn't close the door when he pees.
Oh my gosh. If you're watching this right now,
My
we're
mom-
so sorry.
Wait, no, that's his fault. What? That's someone else's
Yeah, wait,
fault.
see? You should apologize.
Wait,
Yeah.
I think I was there for this. I was like, what is going on?
No. This is high school, but this person does it pretty often.
Wait, that
It's not
was
just a
for
one
a
time.
different time then.
Understandable in your own home.
Yes.
Other people's homes, very whack.
Yeah, that's weird. No,
No, that's
Like,
weird. That's
I'm-
weird.
Anyway.
That's weird.
90% sure
My
that's
mom
weird.
remembers people. Like my mom remembers people. If she doesn't remember your name, whatever. But like she will remember your face. She'll remember the interaction. So I think I'm so like I wouldn't be afraid of my mom's approval because I feel like she's pretty good at like character judgment too. And I guess since I've never dated, I've never like brought anyone back for my mom to meet. But like my mom makes good judgment on my friends too. And like there are friends that my mom has like said she did not really like. And she said reasons why. And I'm like, this is based on like literally a few minute interaction. And Sherry like knows like, oh, they're kind of like this. Is this true? And I'm like, oh, that's kind of accurate. Maybe not 100% accurate. But my mom, like, I feel like if she doesn't approve of the guy I like, R.I.P. It's terrible.
Wait, so what does your mom think of like us then?
My mom likes you guys.
Nice.
That's all
nice.
Kyle
Yeah,
wanted to
yeah.
hear.
Good job. Yeah, I'm
My
glad.
mom doesn't know Kyle that well because
Sure.
my mom met other people when they helped me move out, but by then Yuri went home.
Yeah.
But my mom has seen you and she knows who you are. I just feel like she doesn't have met much interaction with you. But everyone else, I feel like in this group, my mom does like, and she is like, oh, you have like such good friends now compared to like I don't know.
Wait, that's so
I'm
wholesome.
not gonna
What?
say one.
That's actually really nice.
Oh,
Yeah, because there were quite a few friends that my mom did not like.
yeah, I love Aylin's mom. She taught me how to make kanji.
Oh.
Yeah, Lillian always talks about how she makes my mom's kanji, and at this point, I feel like it's your kanji now, Lillian.
Nice.
No, I've just made it more times than Aylin has because Aylin, like, I don't think she has like the ingredients or like the patience for it. Because it takes like an
What?
no, it takes like an hour.
It does. It is good
Kanji's
though,
good.
but I feel like I do like it, but I feel like I've never actually made it by myself before. So like unless I do that and I like it, I probably won't make it. So probably when I go home sometime this week, maybe I'll ask my mom to like show me how to make some of her easy dishes again. Oh, Lillian, you have a fan, ex eBay. I think I know who that is.
Oh my god. Why is he here?
Would you like to ask Lillian any dating
You-
questions?
Oh my god. I don't know if I want to get any questions from him.
Oh, never mind then.
Dear boy. So stupid. Why are you on this? Aren't you working? Oh my god.
We can finish answering Lillian's other her question
Yes.
initially. Like,
Whose
who in
opinion
your
do you care
family
about
would-
more? In terms of like
That's a good question.
your SO. How do you feel, Kyle?
Actually, maybe I'm just weird, but I feel like because my parents are like pretty chill with like whoever like I would like
Bring home.
choose to date. I guess I don't know why they quotes like I didn't need that, but like yeah, and I feel like my brothers would be like pretty chill too, but I feel like I'd actually care like somewhat like what my cousins think because like I hang out with them like a decent amount, and because like if y'all didn't know, like I grew up like pretty much like with my cousins all around me, like we were pretty close. So I feel like y'all like when we are with family, like the cousins are probably like the people I'm going to be with, and like oh like that be like, and brothers are in there too because we all grew up like my brothers are all 1 year apart from each other. So I was like, oh yeah, it's probably something like this because you already know like the cousins be talking trash sometimes. So I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta make sure like that she actually cool. Like, yeah.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah. Well,
Reminds my mom because I feel like she's the hardest to please. Because I think I told you guys this like tell you guys this yesterday because it's like what my mom or one of the things is because what my mom wants from me is what is different from what I want. Remember, she wanted someone who like literally put me on a pedestal and like
pull out your chair,
like,
carry your bags,
like, carry all my bags all the
carry you to
time.
the car.
Like it's fine to open doors for me, but it's like pulling out the chair for me. I don't know, like doing every single thing for me. I'm just like, I don't like this. It makes me uncomfortable.
Hey, so if you're a simp in the chat, Lillian's mom would like you.
Oh my god.
Lillian less so, but her mom would like you.
Yeah.
You know, my mom, like, also, there's, like, a lot of things that can, like, rub her the wrong way. And, like, once you rub her the wrong way, it's, like, for life.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's, like, I would have to do a lot of convincing. It takes a really long time to, like, unconvince her. And then, like, but another thing is that, like, because my mom's, like, very, like, conservative, like, Christian, holy woman. Me and my sister tell us all the time, like, whenever, like, even our friends meet my mom, we, like, brief them beforehand, especially they cuss a lot. We're like, do not say a single swear word in front of my mom. Don't say anything bad. If you do it all, like,
You're not invited
over. Like, don't say, like, control yourself.
So if you're watching this for Lillian, just know that her mom's.
Ooh, Lillian said. Wait, so if your respective family, person, whatever, didn't approve of your SO, would you give them up, or would you try to make it work in the long run?
Nah, psych. I don't care what they think. I'm still gonna date. Like, they're not dating them, too.
That's true. They are not. They're not the ones dating them. But like, what if your parents didn't approve?
Oh.
I would try to make it work.
If your SO's family didn't like or approve of you, would you still try?
Oh my god. No, I told you guys about my bad experience and I'm so scarred.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Lillian's actually that's
wait, Lillian has
like,
a legit trauma from like her SO's family not liking her.
Wait, now I have to share what happened. No, because I feel ish. Let's just say my first time meeting someone's parents like was like in high school ever. And like it was just like a high school thing. It wasn't like super serious. And then like this lady, was like their mother, she a little crazy, okay? Like this woman blames this like 17-year-old girl, like little me, for ruining her son's life, like telling me how disrespectful I am, blaming her getting a speeding ticket on me. Like this lady be crazy, like sending their dad to like threaten my family. Like I was like a little scarred.
You know what? That's fair, and like we just hope you know we're here to support you, Lillian. We care about you a lot.
It's okay. That's so just like I mean I had a good experience being someone's parents another time, but I'm just saying I always get super nervous because I told them like the next time I met someone's like parents, I was like so nervous like meeting them for like a meal, and then after I had him ask his parents like, oh, what do you think of Lillian? And they were like, I thought you said she was this like really like talkative, like bubbly person. Like she was so quiet. That's because I was just so nervous. I was like sweating the entire time. They gave me like a gift, like pineapple cakes. I was like, oh, thank you.
Wait, pineapple cake's kind of good.
Wait, is that the one with like the egg inside of it?
Nope, that's mooncake. That's
mooncake.
It's okay, Kyle's Hmong. He just doesn't. He's never experienced this. It's okay.
Also, like another person said, what if your SO didn't like your family?
Oh my, there's so many. Okay.
I wouldn't even be dating them.
I think first, if my family didn't like him, I would have to strongly reconsider because my family matters a lot to me. My parents' approval matters a lot to me too. And like, if my sisters don't like him, like, how is he gonna marry into my family? Like, what's even the point? But I think I would try. I would still try. Like, I'm not gonna just ditch him, but like, I think I would have to really take a long, hard talk with them about why they don't like him, and then also talk with him. But then the problem is, if my SO didn't like, if my SO's parents didn't like me, bro, GG. Like, I don't. I think I would die if I didn't have their approval. Like, I'd be like, we need to either we stop dating or we need to make a major, like, something needs to happen. Like, you need to talk to them. Like, I can't do this, bro.
Lisa, it sounds like you got some chains on you. Like,
Wait, I think that's so scary. If I go and meet them and like, especially if he's like a mama's boy and his mom's like, no girl will ever be good enough for my son. Like, I'd be like, I'm out of here. I can't be that perfect daughter. I'm so sorry. Like, that's not, it's not.
I feel like if, like, I'm not as close to my parents as you are to your family, Lisa, which is
I don't know.
fine.
Gosh.
I think if my SO didn't like my parents, like, I feel like there could be like like level of reasons, like if like they're unable to speak to my parents because my parents talk in a dialect and they're not really good at talking in anything else. Like my mom can talk to you in English and maybe Mandarin, and if you speak Cantonese, like she'll talk to you too. But like my dad, it's like yikes. But I feel like depending on like what reason, like if they find it, oh, it's actually very hard to communicate with your parents because there's a language barrier. Like I don't know if that's really a dislike, but more so like a hardship. But if they straight up didn't like my parents for like any reason, I'll be like, look, kid, like we need to evaluate here. like I don't know. Like Kyle says, I'm pretty much like a buttercup. Like I feel like if my SL's parents didn't like me, I feel like, oh shoot, like is it because I'm too blunt? Like at that point, like if you know that the relationship is kind of like on the string or rope a bit, like you could have like a last talk with them, like, hey, like what do you not like about me? And I mean at that point, like if it's ending already, you might as well like ask, right? Like, hey, like from this and other things, I noticed that maybe it doesn't seem like you like me really much. Like, is there a reason why? Like, blah 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 blah, right? Like, doesn't hurt to ask. And if they're gonna be rude and offensive, you can just get up and leave. Like, see ya. Like, I'm not dating your son anymore. Have fun. Peace. Like, I don't know. I personally don't know if I would want to date someone. Well, depending on the guy, but like, if his parents really hated me for some reason, like yikes, like how are you gonna like live the rest of your life like with your in-laws, right? Like hopefully you don't have to live with them, but like you're still gonna have to see them sometime, right? And then when you have grandchildren, like I've heard like horror stories on Reddit where like the grandparents would try to teach the grandkids to like not like the mom or not like the dad that much. Like there's some horrible people like on Reddit, like that I've seen stories, and I'm like, okay, like like I'm a really risk averse person, so I feel
That's
like okay,
true.
like do I want this to happen to me? Like especially like, so I don't know if this person's watching. If you are, like you inspire me to
What
share
are
this
you
part.
talking about?
So I feel like at this age, like, do you really need like a year and a half, 2 years, like a month before engagement before you meet the parents? Like I feel like after a few months or like several months, right? Like if you're like adults, like shouldn't you like introduce them to your parents already? Like there's no like shadiness or hiding, right? Like what's the point if you don't do that? Like what are you hiding from your parents? Like if like you are hiding and you're like not like, I wouldn't say ashamed. If you're ashamed of like introducing them, like what are you doing, right? I feel like early on in your relationship, maybe not like the first month or two, depending on the situation, like maybe after like a few months, several months, like I mean, you should try to introduce them to your parents. Like we're all like almost mid-20s. We're not in like
Please don't say
high
that. Oh, yeah.
school. We're not in high school where we're like
Almost.
hiding like a secret relationship with parents because our parents told us no dating until like college or something like that, right? Like I think like as almost 20, mid-20 something, like we know we're basically adults, right? Like we should be able to make our own decisions, and if our parents disapprove, like we'll have to evaluate. But like I don't know, like my point is like you should meet the parents like at least like before the first year, right? Your first anniversary. Like I think like for a long time, I'm like, when I even like if I start dating, like would I introduce like my significant other to my parents like when we're about to get engaged. Like,
Okay, wait. I
that
hope
sounds
you introduced them
ridiculous.
before then.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it's because I am like afraid of my parents' approval. Especially my mom. I don't think my dad really cares that much. But because of that, I feel like you should at least like introduce them early on, and so that way like they get to know your parents early on. You get to know their parents early on. Because if you like dated for 3 years and you finally introduce, you're kind of like late, right?
Wait,
Like,
that's
what
a
if your
really
parents
long
actually
time.
hate him, or like
Wait, but you know what
his parents hate you?
You know what the alternate problem is? If you introduce them, like, let's say 6 months in, and then you break up, like, have you ever had that problem where, like, they keep on asking, like, oh, so how's so-and-so? And you're like, bro, we broke up.
I mean, that happens. I'm not saying, like, hopefully, like, you know, like, I think personally for me, if I'm introducing them to my parents, I hope that, like, we won't break up. But, like, it is also, like, within several months, you're kind of like, do I know if I want to marry them yet? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, like, that question's still probably there, right? But, like,
how long before you know if you want to marry them or not?
Oh, I don't know. I've never dated, but some people here have answers.
Wait. Before getting to that, I want to answer the other question.
Please do, yes.
But before that, the thing about the grandparents remind me, like, my grandparents used to watch me a lot as a kid, so, like, I'd be going over to, like, their place a lot, and, like, I remember just, like, knocking on, like, my grandfather's, like, bedroom door, and I was like, yo, like, Grandpa, I'm here, just so you know.
This has nothing to do with dating.
Yeah, it doesn't, but, like, then, yeah, because, and, like, my parents would remember that, and they'd tell me, like, yeah, you know, like, your grandpa was, like, smoking opium, right? And I was like, oh, because that's why the door was closed. Like, yeah, and then that goes on to, like, the other thing of, like, yeah, like, back to, like, the other question of, like, if I care about, like, if my significant other likes, like, my family, like, I don't know if I care if they like them. It's okay if they don't, but I think they have to at least respect them, because I think, like, a lot of the things that, like, my parents do is, like, based off, like, how they were raised, like, third world country, and, like, coming to America as just immigrants, like, grew up in Detroit, but, like, yeah, so I feel like they would have to, like, at least know that and, like, respect that enough, and you don't have to necessarily agree with them on, like, everything, because I've already had this talk with my parents, like, about, like, oh, if you don't like them, or, like, if you do like them, like my significant other, then, like, that's kind of how it would be. But yeah, what were we talking about? Oh, how long before you, like, would want to get married?
Or how long before you know if you want to marry them or not, I think.
I've answered this question before.
Yes.
What is it? I actually don't think I know this.
Kyle probably has the most, like, quantifiable answer.
I said around, like, the 6-month mark.
Interesting.
There's no science behind it whatsoever. I just well, maybe because my parents they like talked for like 6 months and then, like, got married, but I feel like at that point, like, 6 months is, like, you should know, like, at least, like, is this a person I could see myself getting married to? There's no science behind this, no nothing, but, like, yeah, and honestly, I don't know, like, you know, and now I'm thinking about, like, my own, and I'm like, oh, like, you know, that's about the time where I'm like, oh, but, you know, at the end of the day, like, I could have seen myself, but I was like, oh, you know what, I'm just not ready for that, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna hang myself, but it's cool.
No. Not cool, but okay.
Wait, my friend Kyle, you have to clarify. He was like 6 months and then get married? Question mark?
No. I think at that point you should know at least, like, is this a person I could see myself getting married to?
Wait, who is this? Toku Mio said, I'd marry Kyle after first date.
That's actually interesting, because I don't exactly, like, go on dates unless, like, I'm already dating.
Yeah, I think that's how dating. Wait, what?
No,
like, there's like two different things. I understand what he's saying, because that usually happened to me too. Like, where it's like, a lot of times you're already friends with them, and so you start liking each other.
Okay.
And so you're dating, and that's when you start going on dates versus like other people, it's like they start going on dates and then they start dating.
See if
I
they like
understand.
it.
I understand now.
Mhm. Yeah.
Hmm. Also, we're hitting the 2-hour mark, but I actually had at least one more question, hopefully short,
Okay.
for us to answer. So, what is your ideal first dates?
And this person also asked, wait, question, can you go on dates with someone you had a platonic friendship with? Or you have
No!
a platonic friendship with?
Oh my god!
Is that
So
talking
this,
at Lillian? Okay.
this is a debate I have with my friend all the time. He said it's targeted not at me. I think you guys should answer first because he already knows my answer. I think it's so stupid what he argues.
What's the point of going on a date with someone you don't have feelings for? Is it like to see if you're compatible?
Hang out.
Wait. Let me say something because I know some girls out there will just like go on a date with someone for a free meal.
Okay,
And, like,
that's messed up. Wait, I want to just make that clear. That's messed up. That's actually jacked up.
And like
That's
these
so messed
people,
up.
like, oh, I don't have any plans to eat today. Oh, but I know these people are gonna hit me up, and now I'm gonna.
Oh my
No, that's messed up.
god!
That's messed up. That's messed up.
Yeah. So there are people like that in the world.
But I
That's why
want
if you're a
to date
guy,
with a platonic.
out here, really guard your heart, man. Don't be paying for nothing, okay? Like,
Yeah, I've heard about girls at like bars. They'll like, sure, they might find this guy attractive, they might not. They'll just like purposely just flirt. I mean, this is pretty common. Like flirt with guys just to get them to buy drinks, and then they never go home with them or never talk to them after like a drink or two. They're like, all right, see ya, bye.
Though, there's no expectation that you have to go home with a guy just because he buys you drinks.
that's
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
No.
That's true.
That is true. But like, it's like what I mean is not like they have to go home with this guy, right? It's like very clear this girl
They're just
is
milking him
just
for drinks.
like milking him. Like they're not even interested in like talking to him very much. They're just like flirting and like.
Okay, yeah.
No,
I think that's kind of low behavior. That's not great, right?
Yeah, please, don't use guys. We are very fragile, so please
Kyle's
don't use
fragile, guys.
Fresh.
Shut
Okay,
up.
let me tell you why me and this friend have this debate about it. It's because he thinks that like anytime you hang out with someone one-on-one, it's called a date.
Okay, what? That's so whack.
I hope not.
Like, you don't have to be platonic, romantic. Like he's like he could be dating, like in a relationship with someone, and he goes out with like he like hangs out with like one of the guys, and it's like it's a date, right? And like with even the girls, he goes, it's just a date. He calls it a date. I don't know. That's why we have this.
Or is he 100% serious?
He's being serious. Don't lie. This is exactly. I'm not twisting your words.
I can see what he means, and this is like a issue of like a vernacular, and just like because he calls anything like that like a date. Like, oh yeah, like hanging out with just like another like a guy, like if you're me, or like if you're hanging out with like another girl, like, oh yeah, that's like a date, and then like you just interchange it, like. So I can see what he means by that, but also I'm not the best guy to ask about dates because like there was a time in my life where I was hanging out with this girl and everyone's like, bro, you're going on dates. I'm like, me? No, we're just hanging out. So maybe I'm not the best guy to ask. I was also being used at the same time.
I think because of the the connotations behind the word date, if you're using it, I guess if you're very good friends and they know what you mean, like, okay, sure, dude, if you're gonna use date, like, I went on a date with my friend, and everyone understands the context, whatever. But if you're just saying it, like, with a person who doesn't know you that way, like, hey, we had a date, and the person's, like, super confused, I think that's kind of, because you know what you're saying, you know what they think you mean. That's kind of, that's a little whack, right? You gotta agree that's a little whack.
Yeah. Unless you're, like, super naive, and you really just got the purest heart alive, and you just don't think,
you really just think they're all dates, like hangouts are just date. Like, I guess if you're that, I guess
he's not the latter.
But like, you know what you're saying when you say that. Like, you know what people think of.
Yeah, it's almost like you're trying to stir the pot. You're like, oh, I'm trying to upset people. Like, let me just.
So funny. He got so mad. He's like, I am pure.
Hey, and I really believe that because, like,
you can be pure and also messed up.
That's true. I'm like Exhibit A, but like, because I feel like a lot of times, like some people just really just because you're a guy, they'll all assume the worst pretty much, but like,
Is it?
It's
Are they
not
wrong
always-
though? I'm just kidding.
okay, it's not always like that, but
That's
you're
true.
not always wrong.
I don't know if we answered your question at all. Sorry, dude.
No, I think we did answer his question. I think we did.
Yeah.
Wait, Aiden, what was the other question you had though?
Oh, like ideal first date.
Oh, interesting.
Or like a first date or like a few first
First
dates
couple
that
of
like
dates, right?
Mm.
What do you
Wait,
want
so
to do?
is this like
like
is this like if you're not in a relationship, it's like you're actually just dating, like going on dates?
Or
Let's say to get to
is
know
no
somebody.
this
no
like a
No?
Well, we can answer both. We can answer both.
wait,
Like
wait.
just to get to know somebody and like someone you're actually like in a relationship with.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Those ideal first date prayer meeting.
just for me, like, is this like a friend that like I've known for a while and like we're trying to date, or is this like a new person that I've met and
Well,
we're trying
Kyle,
to
this is up to your interpretation. This is your ideal first
Yeah, I
date.
guess
You
this
can-
is
you
who
can-
you would
you
want to be
can be
dating in the
each.
first place.
ideally?
It can be each.
I don't know. My opinion about this has changed over the years. I like eating with people, so I feel like eating is always like something I enjoy doing with other people, in the sense of like, just like grabbing a meal with someone, and I'd want to do that on like a date too, just like to sit and like talk. And I recently I've liked walking more, or like being outside and just like
Mm.
out about. Like I've liked that more. But
Mm.
yo, low key though, sometimes I miss. I know y'all know this. Like you in high school, and like you got the car, and like you going out, you get the fast food, and then you just keep chilling in the park somewhere. You just chilling, eating the fast food, and just like, and you just with that other special someone. You're like, oh shoot, and like that's something that I miss sometimes.
You can still do it.
Yeah, but I'm a little better about it now.
Mm.
Hmm.
Ideal
I feel like
first-
I have not thought about this, but like at least unconsciously, like based on risk adverse like instincts, I've thought about this.
Aiden, I'm so
So-
concerned for you.
I'm just a really risk averse person. And if it's someone like I'm trying to get to know, like, oh, someone I met recently and like, oh, I'm interested enough to like go on a date with them. I've known them for maybe like a month, a few weeks, depending on what it is, right? Food in a public setting. No movies, because movies, you know, like you don't get to know someone like that. But like,
Oh, I thought you were
Food
gonna
in a
say because in
public
case they put
setting.
their arm around you.
Oh,
You just
Food
feel
in a
Aiden would be
public
like, oh,
setting.
what's going on? What's going on?
It's like all of a sudden it's just like she like moves like because the guy's like about to put the arm around her and she moves a little bit closer to the left, like away from that a little bit, and she goes, oh my god.
or
I feel
if
like
you're
Aiden
in,
would
like
be
the
like, ah! And the guy would be like, ah!
if you
feel
get
like-
the
no, I
arm,
think I would be
the
like-
that, like goes up, and
He
like they put that
holds
boy
it
up.
It's like, oh my god.
I mean, it's like, I think food first date, even though like it's really basic, I think it's like the safest, or like taking like, I don't know, a walk, or like, you know, just walking around. Oh, coffee shops. Coffee shops are nice. Coffee shops, like dinners, like coffee shops cheap too. So like, I probably won't feel bad if you try to pay for my coffee, which hopefully will not be more than $5. So like safe options where there's a lot of people, because like you can't trust people.
I feel
People
like
are
that's
crazy. Okay.
I actually think that's a thing girls think about a lot. Like, especially if it's like a Tinder thing, like a guy you don't know. Like, you have to think like public place. Gotta let my friends know where I'm going, when I'll be back, who I'm meeting
Yeah.
with.
Yeah. Honestly, I might be crazy enough to like, for example,
Share location.
Lillian or Lisa, share location, and then like you just know, and hopefully like they don't make me dish my phone in the middle of
Yeah.
the road
Wait,
or something,
Wait,
and
I
then like
constantly
kidnap
share
me.
location with my sister. So if I die, at least she knows where my phone is at least.
Yeah, I share my sister too, my little sister too. I think I shared my brother recently.
Mm.
All right, so if you're trying to get rid of these people, take their phones first, and
Oh my god,
Wait a
you're crazy.
minute.
Hold on, bro.
So that's like the safe like date ideas. Just because I'm a really risk averse person, I just don't trust
You're
people.
very
I think
Yeah.
also for Aylin, if the day goes bad, she doesn't want to be in a private place with them. She wants to be like able to ditch.
Yeah.
No, I know what
It's hard
Aylin
for
would
me
do
to-
already. Aylin would be like potentially gonna text her, like she's gonna text me
She's
because
like, oh
she
my
says
gosh, I'm getting an
Oh
emergency
my
call.
god.
like
Oh
she's
my
like,
God,
oh my god,
Lillian.
I have to run home. My friend is having an emergency.
Wait, Aylin has
Okay,
done this
we've done
before
that
for like
before.
not dates.
Yeah, I know.
though.
That's how I know she would do this because she's done it not as like a date, but like even with like awkward situations with friends.
Yeah, when
She's
she's,
texting
like,
me
third
and be
wheeling
like,
or
"Can you
something.
call me right now?" and like pretend like you have an emergency.
Lillian, let me tell you what ended up happening. So a couple of days later, after I called you and I went home because my roommate needed me, which is not you at that time because you weren't my roommate. But the thing is, when you called me, you were laughing, and the girl heard you laughing,
Oh,
so
oops.
she knew it was fake. And she asked me if it was fake, and I was like, no. I like straight up lied to her face, like, no, it wasn't fake. Like my roommate needed help because she was just laughing and there was like something stupid going on.
Wow.
And I was like, yikes.
You're unlucky.
Anyway, if it was a first date, I probably don't need to see that guy ever again. Unless I don't know him from other places. But
Mhm.
yeah. Oh, but my actually, like, I don't know, maybe Kyle and Lisa knows about this, but I talked about it in summer. My ideal first date with someone I'm dating that's like I've known for a while, like
Like a
we've been
friend.
friends, or like a friend, or like I know, at least know, maybe not like well, like acquaintance maybe, but like whatever. Like if I know them, I have mutual friends with them, everyone says they're not crazy, like I would like to go on a hike.
Oh, that's
Like
true.
hiking
You really
first
do
date.
like hiking.
Oh my
Hiking
god.
first
And
date.
plus, like, I think if they like hiking as well, that shows like one sign of compatibility with you.
Yeah, hiking. I love hiking. Like that's the only outdoorsy nature thing I was willing to do. Um, like I would love to go on a hike for a first date because it's so simple, it's so cheap. Like you just bring like
can bring a picnic
sandwiches, Cliff
lunch.
bars, water. Yeah, sure.
Well, Kyle, do you have a thought?
It made me reconsider my first date
What was your first idea?
because now I'm thinking about it. Actually, you might not know this about me, the audience, of course. You guys probably know, but I like going on roofs. Like, so
Yes,
like,
rooftops.
Wait, Kyle, I feel like we're very similar because I was gonna say I love rooftops.
no. Low key, this idea, this podcast was gonna be rooftops and tacos. We rate the rooftops, then we rate the tacos. But yeah, if it's someone I know, then I would like to be on like a rooftop, like picnic looking thing, or like something chill like that. Because then you just lay down, you just looking at the stars. It'd be like, oh, GG.
Stargazing, legit, yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. Actually, these are not bad ideas. Maybe I'll put them in my.
I
potential
actually prefer more simple meals.
Like
Like
Subway.
not like Chipotle or McDonald's, unless I know this person like well enough. If it's like one of those like, oh, you just got to know this person and they take you to Chipotle or like McDonald's, you're like,
Wait, but
But if
if
it's
all
like
they
a
can, if
friend,
all they can afford is Chipotle and McDonald's, they're giving
okay,
you
that's
the
different.
most,
That's
Aylin.
different. That's
Wait, you
different.
cannot
That's
be
different.
dating them. What? Hey, no flame though. No
I don't
flame
know.
though. Nah, I think it
I
works.
feel like personally for me, like if that's like all they like can afford, I'm okay with not like eating out, like
Mhm.
cooking or like just like taking walks, like something that doesn't cost money. That's chill too. Like it doesn't have to be like food.
Mhm.
And also, if you know
Hold on,
me,
you guys can keep talking, but I really need a pee. I'm sorry, I drink so much water.
It's okay.
yeah, Lillian has a small bladder.
You can't see it, but like her water bottle is like huge too.
Wait, Kyle, do you know this
That's
person?
true.
Toku, Tokumyu, Toku Meal. He just says, "Wow, Kyle, a romantic."
What's the name?
Toku Meal, like Tokumyu.
I don't recognize the name.
Hey, at this person, do we know you? Just wondering.
Sorry to
they're
call
gonna
you out
sue
like
know who
that.
you
I
are.
just figured you knew Kyle.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
just wondering. Do you know who Kyle is?
Wait, Lisa, what's your like
My
ideal first date?
ideal first. I don't know if I have one like ideal one, but I definitely not like the classic thing like movie and a dinner. Not a fan.
Oh, I don't like movies for first date.
I
'cause
like
you only-
watching movies, but I don't think that's a great way to get to know people. Like it's too.
Mm.
I'm okay if we watch a movie like not in a theater and we can both. Well, if he can't stand commentary, it's gonna be rough because I really like talking during movies.
Me too.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah,
like,
that's
I'm
true.
okay if
If
it's
this
like a
person
home-
can't stand commentary,
Yeah, if we're like at a place, like a home, I don't know, at one of our homes watching a movie and we're both able to like comment, that's fine.
I
But
could not watch movies with you guys.
yeah, exactly. So I think if he can't deal with it, then like little rough, then not gonna be great. I think ideal first dates are ones you can get to know the person, right? And it's also nice if you can do a fun activity with them. So like, this is gonna sound whack, but I think activities that get your heart racing are also nice. Wait, stop before you completely dismiss.
Are you gonna go like go-kart racing or something?
So I think something like that's fine because like I've heard studies that if you like both have a like adrenaline rush, it gives you a connection. Oh yeah, okay, I know this sounds crazy. That's why they
Wait,
suggest,
that
that's why
sounds
they
like
suggest if you watch
manipulation.
any movies, scary movies are the best because you guys will both have like that like adrenaline rush and have that like bond.
So Lisa tricks skips dating and gets the right to marriage.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, wow, I
We
never
just
felt
skip-
this
we skip the
concept
step.
before.
I think I would not go on a date unless it was with someone I knew already. Just because I don't know, blind dating someone. I'm so bad with people. I think it would be terrible. But I would like to go axe throwing.
Oh,
Or I think this is gonna sound whack. Rock climbing. I've only done it once, but I think it'd be fun to do with somebody or learn.
Wait,
interesting.
Stop.
Interesting.
I think stop. Everyone knows stop. I think fun activities are like fun to do for like a first date or an escape room. I think I'd like to do an escape room with somebody and just see how we communicate and work together. Because
Wait, I heard from that like from escape room people they can tell when people are compatible.
from how they communicate. Because I feel like if we're gonna argue a lot in an escape room, like bro, how are we gonna last in our relationship?
I feel like I would be the kind of guy like I just wouldn't be able to figure out and be like, guess I'm stuck here with you. Like,
Oh wait, to answer the question, Tokumio's random. He found this Twitch page. Like, Kyle seems like a good dude.
hey, tell all your friends, tell them that you think I'm a good dude.
Lily
But-
says, what does Lily say? Lily says
I-
Lisa wants to go cliff diving, motorcycle racing, bungee jumping, skydiving on a first date. Okay, I don't know if I want to do all these things.
Lisa
Wait.
wants to learn how to eat fire, trapeze jump, and start a circus on her date.
Okay, maybe not quite all
I
of
mean,
these.
it is because we're clowns. We are all clowns here, and it makes sense that
By the way, Kyle is a good
Oh
guy.
my gosh.
Whoever was saying that, he is a good guy.
Yes, he is.
Lillian, what about you?
My ideal first date.
Yeah.
Like I said, I like really like being at like picnics or something. So like if it's during the daytime, I want a picnic. Like I got a picnic blanket in the summer. Thank you. Yeah. She's gonna refill my water. I drank 2 bottles and that's like 24 ounces and another water bottle earlier.
Dude, no
Like a
wonder you have
smaller
to
one?
pee.
Yeah, that's why I had to pee.
No wonder you have to
But I love picnics. Like I got a picnic blanket in the summer. That's like the best thing I did. Or like you said, I love rooftops. So like I always had to go on a rooftop with them, and like it'd be nice. Like if there was like a hill or a nice vantage point to look at the stars or whatever. But I would like if I went on a meal with them, I would actually like it to be like a rooftop restaurant
Oh, that's kind of fun.
because I really like places that have like nice porches and stuff, and like have the lights, and usually rooftops have that. It was like really pretty. But in my most ideal scenario, you know, if I lived somewhere like Taiwan, like Taipei, like I see all these night markets and I see all these dates, and I would love to have my first date in an ideal world doesn't happen in America. That is America. I want to go on the first date for there because like it's so much fun. You have all these small foods to eat. Because I get really nervous the way I eat. Like in front of people.
No.
So it's like if it's like a smaller food, it's like not as bad. And then you like share. You're like, oh, you want to try some?
Where I love sharing food with people.
And it's like all like small snacks, so it's like really easy to eat. and then like there's like games to play, and you're like also walking around. Like I actually really like walking too. So like if I like go to a park with picnic, I can like walk around after, or like the rooftop too. It's like usually around like downtowns. And I love just walking around cities aimlessly and talking.
So if you're like trying to get on Lillian's good side, please invest in a night market for America and just like bring it over and just have the first date there with her.
Asian market.
Oh my! I just had a thought. Actually, okay, I think the adrenaline pumping things are like one type of date I like, but I also, if I had a first date in a bookstore, I think I would be so happy.
Wait, my mom told me that's a good test to have. So these wouldn't be first dates to me, but I think these are like tests I'd have later on. She told me like if you're able to go somewhere like quiet, like a library or a bookstore, and like not talk at all, basically, and feel like you had such a good time with them. It's like, wow.
I think I do, especially on the first date. I think I'd have us both choose a book that we like, and then exchange books and read each other's books. Okay, I need to stop. Anyways, yes.
This is like a rom-com, and it's
Maybe
like,
that
and
is
then we
too,
start
like,
writing,
rom-com-y.
and then we end up going, and then he ends up getting deployed to the army or something, and we have to write letters to each other.
Wait, I do like the idea of writing letters, but I think that's so out there. What the heck?
Like, I'm just trying to make this more dramatic.
Actually, a question in the chat. From I am probably gonna
Just it's okay if you butcher it.
What do you do if you're like almost done with college and still single?
Bro, you came to the right place.
Like,
Bro, you know who you're talking
came to dude, we're all beyond undergrad years, and we're all single.
Unless someone's secretly dating here.
Anyone secretly dating right now?
I don't know, Kyle. Are you?
Wait,
are you?
No, I'm not. So.
I'm not.
Oh, thanks for bringing it up again.
I like how we gave this whole topic about dating, and now we're just like, by the way, we're single.
That's how we talk about this.
Wait, I feel like it's okay if you're still single, though. I think a lot of people
it's totally okay.
Glamorize relationships so much.
Let me tell you something. Dating?
No.
It's not what it's cracked up to be sometimes.
Okay, Kyle.
I agree.
It's like a certain level of commitment, and not even to like another person, also to like to yourself. I feel like, because like if you're not willing to commit to yourself and like really like battle like your own areas that you might struggle with, then that's just gonna hurt the other person too. It's not just you suffering with those things. Like it's hurting someone else, and you're like, oh, well, I just hurt the person I love the most in this world. Well, I just feel like a jerk now, and you're like, well, I could either like keep going or not, and like,
oh my god.
But that's what could happen. I don't know for sure, but like, yeah.
I think also,
I feel like.
Oh, go ahead, Lillian.
And then you go first.
I was just gonna say, I think also like looking for friends first, not with the intention to date them, but I think finding like a solid group of friends is really helpful too. Because I think sometimes people just want to date because they feel lonely, and that's not the best reason to date. But what were you gonna say, Lillian?
Oh no, that's what I was saying too. Because like I've been like working for like almost a year now, and like I agree. Like I don't think it's that important to find someone to date like in college. I feel like when you're in college, you think it's like, oh my god, this is like the only time I'm gonna meet people. Especially if you're introverted, you like think this way. But then, like, I don't think it's necessarily bad that it's like it's harder, as an adult, like when you're actually working and adulting, because then I feel like honestly that's actually the biggest like test of like your growth as a person. And so you don't need to be dating already. And someone's like when you meet like people in like the 20s already, it's like they're growing a lot, they're more maturing as a person, they're kind of like becoming more of like who they're gonna be from now on.
Well, yeah, I feel that. I feel like, because I can speak for myself at least. Like I feel like I changed a lot from like my when I started college like to the end of it. So like if I was dating then, like I would feel so bad for who I was dating, because I was like, oh, like you're literally not dating like the same person, and like it's like almost like committing to someone that you know that's like not gonna be the same at the end, which is like kind of weird, but also like kind of good too. But like a lot of people that go into college like they don't have that mindset of like committing to someone like in that kind of way. And let me tell you right now, guys don't got that kind of mindset like when they enter college. And like, no flame on guys, like I love guys, but also I hate guys the most out of anybody. But, like, Yeah, like no one is a bigger man hater than me. But like,
What is
Oh
that?
my god.
Kyle's the biggest man lover, biggest man hater.
because at the end of the day, like no one hates guys more than me, and like I'm a guy too. But like I hate
Kyle.
myself sometimes. I'm like, well, what am I?
I don't know if that was
Hopefully
very
that
practical advice, but yeah.
yeah, what we're trying to say is that it's okay. Like
I
like
will
I
also
said,
go ahead.
never I feel like I said, I've never dated before, but I see like my friends enter into relationships and they're like, dude, like either my significant other wants to spend a lot of time, which is like it makes sense, right? And then I've also heard like, oh, I feel like I don't have as much time to like spend with like my friends or like other things or like maybe even like with coworkers or other activities because you have to like make your daily schedule. You have your daily schedule or weekly schedule, and now you have to like wedge in like time with this person. And it's not a bad thing, right? It's not a bad thing at all. It's also whether or not like are you ready to sacrifice the time some of the time that you spent in other places to make room for this person. Unless you're just gonna cut sleep, right? Like you can cut sleep, you can cut like I don't know, like whatever.
What are you willing
Maybe
to
if you like
sacrifice for
play
this?
well, what are you willing to sacrifice, right? Um, Someone actually told me, I forgot exactly if this was their exact wording. They're like someone was like, you know, you're ready to date if you're ready to like love the other person and put them first, and not think about like how can they love me, but how can you love them themselves or something like that. It might have been from a retreat or a conference. They're like, you're not ready to date if all you think about is like how can they like provide for me, how can they love me, how can this person make me feel less lonely, how can this person blah 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 blah. Like they're like, oh, for you to be like actually be kind of ready to be dating, like you have to think about like how can I love this person, how can I like give to this person. And I was like, okay, like that makes more sense. So basically I sometimes feel like I really like the freedom of like be able to like hang out with Lisa whenever I can because we're in the same quarantine friend group. Like I'll be like, Lisa, let's hang out. Or like even with Kyle, like I can hang out with Kyle and then there's no one who's gonna be like, why are you always hanging out with Kyle so much? Like, is there something going on? Like nothing's going on, but like there's no one even like asking you that. No one will ever ask you that if you're single unless someone's like concerned about you or something, but like no one's gonna be jealous about that usually.
Aylin likes her
Unless
independent.
there's someone unless someone's like, I don't know, they like you and they're like creepy and kind of like possessive when they like, I don't know, whatever. But like, usually, none of that. You do whatever you want. You decide what you want in your time. And I think sometimes like, I'm not saying like, oh, like I want to be single forever, but more so like cherish the times that you are single. Because I heard from some people that like when they start dating, like as much as they like being with their significant other, they're also like, shoot, like there's so much stuff I want to do too, but I have to spend time with them, which like they want to, but at the same time, that's also like a case of like they wish they had more time to do other things as well.
Yeah. Dating won't make you feel any less lonely. That's
Yeah. I will say also though, I think dating apps are okay.
Oh yeah.
Which dating apps would you go on? I'm curious.
I feel like the right answer for a girl is Bumble, but the thought of me reaching out first, terrifying.
Wait, I actually I
That
would
Hinge is pretty
disagree.
good.
I actually Hinge just seems really professional. It seems like Tinder but professional.
Yeah, Hinge is okay. I feel like there are some still wacky people there. I've heard stories of people talking to really wacky people. I've heard stories of successful
Be safe
Didn't
on those
stories, I
dating apps.
guess.
didn't you make
Yes,
a
please be
Hinge?
safe.
I made a
Yes,
Hinge
me and
for
Lisa
fun. We made a
for
Hinge
like
for
20
fun.
hours.
Hey, find Aylin and Lisa on Hinge.
No, I deleted my account. Please do not
We
find me on
deleted
Hinge.
after 20 hours.
Wait, actually,
Wait,
it was really weird. I think a lot of these guys just okay. I don't know, but this is my theory. A lot of these guys quantity. They're just liking girls so they can get like Like someone back.
Spreading a wide net just
You're
to like.
throwing the net real wide out here.
Wait, I disagree with the idea of Bumble though.
Oh, why?
Wait, what's the idea of Bumble? I actually don't know this.
It's
The
Girls have to
basically
reach out.
girls have to
Yeah.
message first, or the guy can't talk to them at all.
You
And-
know, the more I hear about these things, I was like, I will never go on dating apps. I'd rather go on blind dates, get set up. I would rather even go to speed dating events
Really?
than do dating apps.
I
Yeah,
don't
for
think
real.
I make a very good first impression. Well, actually, then I guess nothing would work for. Wait a minute. Never mind. Okay.
Actually, speeding, I
Lisa,
think
like,
I
nothing
agree
works for
with
me.
Lillian. Like, speed dating events would be fun, but at the same time, it's like, how often does that happen? I don't really know, like, any, like, oh, public speed dating event for 20-something, like, people. I don't know. Like, I don't really see that. It's not as convenient, I guess. It doesn't happen as often. I mean,
Depends. I feel like it's still around, honestly.
I think
yeah.
ideally for me, it'd be someone who's like a mutual friend at least.
Oh yeah, that's much safer to have like a friend who's a friend.
But if it was like a stranger, I remember someone told me this, and I was like, oh, it's so traditional, like olden. It seems so olden times now. It's like, oh, I was at a coffee shop, like reading a book, and then they were like, no, this book too. Try to talk to me about it.
Wait,
Like, wow.
I think I would go insane if that happened to me.
All right, if you want to really just take notes right now and be like, just show up out of nowhere, just find like freaking Lisa or Lillian at a coffee shop, be like, oh hey, I just pray that they're reading the book. Wait, but to explain my thing about Bumble though,
Oh, yes.
because I'm gonna take some from like what a pastor said once, but I think like when it comes to like intentionality, like because I'm a little old fashioned in the way that I think like if the guy like doesn't even know like why like he's dating or like why he like wants to date or what he's like gonna pursue at the end of it, I don't think Bumble will work so well because that's the girl reaching out and the guy's just like, oh, I don't really know what I'm looking for, and then like. Because I can speak for myself and other guys like me in the sense of like, oh, like if we don't like make the intentional decision to like actually like, oh, like I'm interested in this person, so I'm going to like talk to them. If they approach me, then I'm like, oh, like I don't like know what's going on. I think I have to decide something. I'm like that's like not going to be good, and I think like it gives like a lot of like young men the chance to grow. By having to like decide and like be intentional with like that choice, and I think a lot of young men need that. So yes, please don't deny them the chance to grow. So if you're a sister, please be patient.
Be patient. Yes.
Be patient.
That's for y'all.
I'm
It's okay.
very patient.
I will never initiate. That's why I would never go on Bumble.
Lillian, I understand. I absolutely do not want to initiate.
No, because like I'm actually really shy and awkward.
I would agree.
Okay.
Like when it comes to guys, I actually get really nervous. I'm like, oh, okay. That's why I was like, I don't like attention and everything too.
If you're a guy who's interested in Lillian, be bold, but not too bold because that's creepy.
Yeah, don't give her too much attention, but like, wait,
I feel like the three like of us here, me, Lillian, Lisa, I feel like we would prefer more assertive, bold guys. Passive guys are tiring. It's annoying. Like every time I realize I like a passive guy, I'm like, ah, boy, not this again. Like this sucks. Like
Aiden literally goes,
not
oh,
this shit again.
boy, you're not a man.
Yeah.
Well,
No, kid.
well, I think it's really funny.
Kid.
It's like you like don't want to, but then you end up liking them.
hey, wait, you can't help what you like though.
That's
sometimes.
true. That's true.
Wait, no,
I guess it's
maybe
like
I'm just different kind because Aiden's talking also about like attractiveness too. Like, I mean, I told you I was like, I feel like I like admitted this to myself. I'm like, I think I'm pretty shallow. Like I feel like I can't first be attracted to them physically, and then
I think that's okay. I don't think it's necessarily shallow. If it's the only thing you care about, then maybe. But like,
no, but like I don't think like even if like I meet someone and I don't find them physically attractive, like they have a great personality, I still don't think I would like them.
Wait, but I think that's not the. I don't think that's completely unfair because I think to like someone they have to like it's okay to like want to be attracted to the person you like, right? I think that's okay.
Mm.
Mm. You should not be dating someone you're not attracted to. I'll just say that.
That's true.
But also, I think I wouldn't have liked them like if I didn't already know if they were like passive or assertive already. Like that wouldn't have happened yet. I would have like figured that out already.
I think in the end, I just think I like a guy I can like have good conversations with.
Yeah.
I agree. If I can have a conversation with him for hours. That's a good sign.
Mm-hmm. Maybe sometimes I feel like, I mean, I've talked to like assertive, charismatic people, and honestly, I don't really like pushy guys either. Like very like dominant. It's just like, bro, I'm not willing to do this. Or like I feel like I don't think these guys were interested, hopefully, but like I feel like there has been guys who are like very adamant, like, oh, let's meet up. And I'm like, already in my mind, I'm like, I don't really want to meet up with you. I don't really want to like hang out. Like, I don't think we vibe that much, or like I'm just like not interested in like getting to know you really. But then they keep asking, and it's just annoying. Like, sure, like that's in a very assertive person, right? But like, bro, I said no. Like, please, I don't want to hang out with you.
Well, I think another example is I was listening to this podcast and they mentioned this as an example. It was like it's almost like if you're like going out for like at a meal or something, and this guy just like orders for you. It's like that's like really dominating. We're just like he's like, oh, we're just getting this, versus like the guy like kind of like leading and being like, oh, I've been here before. Like, let me give you suggestions of what's really good, versus being like, we're gonna order this.
That is true.
Or like when they're like, oh, we're gonna order, or like, oh, let's order this. You okay with it? But they make it like very like.
If you say no, it's like,
this.
oh, okay, yeah.
You don't trust my judgment? Like I've been here.
It sounds like it was a personal experience for you.
I don't know if it was a guy, but more so just like a friend. So I mean, people like that in general, it's hard for me to get along with. I think it's because personally, I wouldn't say I'm like I would say I'm a pretty assertive person. I grew up very independent. I like to make my own decisions. I don't like being told what to do. Like if like friend, I don't know, significant other, friend mainly, like if you like give me suggestions, like I'll always, if I trust you, I'll always ask for your input. I'll tell you like a scenario and I'll always ask for your input if I trust that you will give me like solid advice that is not shallow or just like ghost them or you know like something stupid like that. Unless you're like toxic, this person's toxic, right? That's different. But like if I ask you for advice, I trust your opinion. Will I always follow your opinion exactly? Probably not, because I'm not a robot, but I do trust you enough to ask for your opinion and hopefully incorporate some of your judgment into my decision making. Where the heck was I going with this? It's also 3:30 in the morning here. But I feel like
it is.
I don't know. I grew up very independent. I'm an only child. I know that gives different, connotations, but I grew up very independent as an only child. I would say that. And I make my decisions. My parents have always trusted my decisions. Like, I guess, like, they've always told me, like, Aylin, like, even when I was, like, middle school, elementary school, they're like, oh, we trust, like, your decision making. Like, you want to pick up piano, you want to pick up art, like, go for it. Like, we'll support you. Rather than, like, you sure you want to do this? Like, unless money was an issue, which makes sense. But, like, they've never really questioned a lot of my decision making, which really enforced me to be able to make my own. So if I ever start dating, maybe that might be an impediment or it could be an impediment because I want to make my own decisions, but I feel like that's something I need to like learn if that happens to be an impediment.
Aylin, if you date someone like that, I will say something.
Yes, please. Like,
I'll be like, drop this man, this guy, too controlling of your life.
If someone was that controlling, I'll be like, see ya, bye. I don't think I would even be attracted to guys like that. So maybe that's why I'm like leaning towards more passive guys. But then like, they end up being like nowhere in between. I feel like they're either super passive or super assertive. Like all the guys I've met, there's like hardly guys really in between that I've met. So I think like
Aiden,
from
start
like
praying.
you know, yeah, I need to start praying. From like a perspective, like scale, like would you rather have a more passive guy or a more assertive guy? Like assertive. I would choose the passive guy over the freaking assertive guy that tells you and controls what you do, micromanages your life, like always asking like, what are you doing? Like, let's hang out or clean. Like, holy crap, I cannot do that. That is like, I grew up very independent, okay? like, please trust that I will tell you like the important stuff because I like really value communication for myself, not just for the person. And I think like whatever I value for myself, I try to hold up to it. Whatever I want in a person, not always, but like at least for myself, I really do try to like hold up to those values that I want to have in myself. So
I think that's true.
y'all have any last comments?
Yeah, I think we might be wrapping up soon.
Yeah.
Yes, it's almost 3 hours. Initially, we thought this was going to be like 30 minutes.
Yeah, but this is good for the memories. Like
The memes.
Will we actually listen to this later? Maybe.
I probably won't go back and listen to this, but like
that's fine.
But if you're a viewer, go back, listen to this, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button.
Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back, Kyle. I'm gonna clip certain things that you say.
Oh my! Please don't follow this account. I don't plan on ever streaming again.
Oh, it's okay. I followed.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Yeah, I follow too.
I don't know how.
Wait, Lily said we should do Twitch channel points. We don't know how that works.
Thanks, Jessica.
Wait, who is Jessica?
Oh, I don't know if you know Jess Lee. She's a sophomore this year. She came before after you left, so yeah.
I don't even know freshman from last year, so I wouldn't know her.
Why is Jess still up? Like what?
Jess, your sleep schedule's a little whack. Please go to sleep. I realize I'm also awake, but that's not the point.
Alright. You're still watching, and if you've been silent, whatever, thank you for watching. We appreciate you. And if you want to, comment some random stuff of encouragement or support, write it down.
No, please don't. We don't do
No, we want encouragement because we need them. It is 3:45, whatever, right now. I know that I personally need more encouragements because I suck at receiving. These people, these fools, these kids, they suck at receiving.
Don't include me.
Send them encouragement.
I think I'm really great in comparison to.
That's what we all think
on us right now. I think Ayla's projecting her own things onto us, even though some of us might be okay.
Well, okay, I have
no.
Thank you for coming by. Thank you for listening. I'm gonna end this stream now. Let's all say bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
At your local Honda dealer.